Freaking flip me off.
No.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thursday night, Ohm Field Advantage. We're late. I can't divulge why we're late. We're just late. I can divulge that Wendy is currently glaring at me. And I think she might have flipped me off at one time. Say hi, Wendy.
Huh.
You're all squishified over there.
Good. Keep me that way.
And you're really quiet.
Aw, am I?
And you're a little cranky. Yeah, there you go. See, we're not late. We're 55 minutes early.
Thank you, Pammy. Thank you.
How much snow in Lansford? We got like...
Too much.
I don't know, like 5 inches? Not as much as they said we were going to get.
It's a mess.
It's all frozen now, that's why.
That's why.
So
It's a disaster.
it's a disaster, is that what you said?
Yeah. I think it's a disaster.
It's, yeah, it was a mess out there. So, driving wasn't too hideous.
No, well, I didn't drive. All I did was shovel. So, I wouldn't be the authority on the roads other than the ice I stood on when I was trying to clean off cars.
You were still real quiet over there. Oh, wait. Maybe you're not. Hold on.
What?
I forgot.
What?
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, that's better?
Mm-hmm.
I hear myself through your thing over there. A lot more than usual.
Okay. We can fix that. How's that?
Better?
Better? Okay, good.
Yes.
So anyway, so we're starting a little bit early tonight. We're going to do our annual Super Bowl show the week after the Super Bowl. It always seems to be. And we have Jimmy and Leanne coming on from Infamous. So why don't we kick this bad boy off, Wendy?
All right.
All right.
No, ain't no emergency.
Why'd you call 911, sir?
I just thought y'all should know.
Know what, sir? Sir?
The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. My team is on!
All hands and feet on the inside. Sing season gonna take you for a hell of a ride. Cause the team always dominates Sunday. Better get ready to go sick on a Monday. Drew Brees about to light it up. Other QBs gonna get blown up. Get your cup and raise it higher. Cause now we in the dome.
Is on fire! What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. My team is on!
Now everybody better get up on your feet if you wanna be NFC champs. We believe that. Got a defense ready to attack. NFC South better watch your back. Cam Jordan coming up the right side. Straight blitz coming up the other side. Got 2 seconds, better make up your mind. If you hold the ball, you're gonna meet the line. Offense, defense, ready to attack. Special teams, ready to attack. Drew Brees, Sean P, ready to attack. East Bank, West Bank, back to back. New Orleans, got your back. Best fans in the world. Who that?
The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. My team is on fire!
Saints gon' get him. Let's go get him. Where you at, Trey G? Say soup. Saints gon' get him. You ready? Let me get. Hook one, hook two. Let's take control. Everybody turn it up.
What's up, everybody? Thursday night, Ohm Field Advantage. Welcome to the show. Should we try this again, Wendy?
Uh-huh.
How you doing? Are you cranky?
I wasn't.
Are you cranky now?
I don't know.
I bet you'll be uncranky in about another 10 minutes.
That depends.
On?
Whether you stop being an ass.
Oh, damn. So your definition of an ass is me saying, "Hey, it's 9:01. We were supposed to go on a minute ago."
See, it was 8:56.
On your wrong clock.
No, because there was a TV show on upstairs that was still on for that hour. The hour it goes on TV, it was still on. See? And it ends
Was
at
that on the
9.
Ion channel? Because they don't start on the hour.
I don't think it was Ion. I think it was TNT or something.
Okay.
Anyway, it was 8:56 on a clock that automatically sets. So,
Hubu, what's up?
hello. So when you're yelling up the stairs that it's 9 o'clock and it's not 9 o'clock.
That's right, Danimal. Just blame Jay. It's alright. I don't mind.
And then he's like, everybody yells at me, we're late. And then, as Pammy pointed out, we're an hour early, so there's
Well,
that.
technically, by the time you got here, 55 minutes early.
Still early. Hello.
Hello. So
You would
yeah,
have wanted to see me 5 minutes sooner because I didn't look anything like this.
you're always beautiful.
Oh, you suck up now all day long.
Whatever.
Mm.
So, nice, good. I'm glad you can make it in, brother. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna have Jimmy and Leanne from Infamous on here at the beginning part of the show. We're going 3 hours tonight, if Wendy doesn't kill me before.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm glad that Albie only sent you a rubber band gun.
Yes.
Thank God it
Yes.
wasn't a dart gun.
It's a good ding-dang thing.
So, why don't we whip through the week that was real quick? You want to do that?
Whip it.
Whip
Whip
it.
it good.
So, of course, the Patriots win the Super Bowl. I love this meme right here. Sums that whole game up perfectly for me.
I saw that one.
I am, happy to say that I'm glad the Falcons lost. Not so happy the Patriots won, but definitely glad that the Falcons lost. And Brady, give it to him, man. Starting out suspended the first 4 games of the season, and still comes back and pretty much runs the table all the way up to the Super Bowl. You gotta give him credit. Does this cement him going down as the GOAT, the greatest of all time? I don't know. It depends on what stat you want to use. I saw an excellent meme with Terry Bradshaw. The guy's got 4 rings and played in an era where he called his own plays. There were no headphones, no plays coming in from the sidelines, and he didn't get the protection that quarterbacks get today. And he's never, ever in the conversation when you talk about greatest all-time quarterbacks. So, I don't know. It depends on what stats you want to use. People still throw Dan Marino's name in the mix, and, most of his records are being broken, and he doesn't have a ring. So, do I consider him the all-time greatest? No, I still think that goes to Joe Montana. So, but the news that came out today, though, is Brady suspension again. I hate the lag in this. I thought that was This one is my second favorite meme that I've seen since the Super Bowl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we can't do anything about the lag. That's a YouTube thing. Sorry.
You need to you need to hit switch and then talk real quick, and then by the time you're done talking, maybe it'll be on the screen.
Do you think that would work? Here, we'll try that.
Try it.
Okay, we'll switch now.
Okay, now talk.
Because they've done so bad, the NFL has changed the logo for the Atlanta Falcons. Bam!
See,
Look at
that worked
that.
out
That was
pretty
almost
good.
perfect. You're right.
Ooh,
Hey, I can do this all night.
I bet you can.
Yeah, you're right. I could. And you think the Falcons would have had a little bit of foresight that this was going to happen, because by all means, look at this next meme.
Bam! It worked out
Look
again.
at that. See? You
It
are,
only took us all season. To
you
figure
are a
that out.
genius.
Wow.
Choking hazard in 3 different languages.
Oh.
I did see this one as well. And hopefully you guys can read it. I'll read it off here. This is perfect. If you have unearthed this, you have not found anything vintage or cool. This shirt is bad luck. Seriously. Bury it immediately. If you're still curious and don't believe me, Google Super Bowl 51. This shirt blew a 25-point lead. Put it back. Trust me.
Damn.
Did you hear that Tom Brady's jersey was stolen after the game? They still haven't found it. They've got like the Texas Rangers looking for it, and all kinds of police looking for it. But they did find it today, finally. Surprisingly, Roger Goodell has it.
Oh my goodness.
They did announce all the awards leading up to, or right the night before the Super Bowl, so we'll just rattle those off real quick. Of course, Matt Ryan won the MVP, deservedly so. He did have a great season. As much as I hate the Falcons, he deserved the MVP. Coach of the Year went to Jason Garrett. I don't know that I agree with that one so much.
Your phone's ringing.
My phone was ringing. I don't know that I agree with Jason Garrett's the pick of the Coach of the Year. Dallas did okay. They still lost in the playoffs. So, Rookie of the Year went to Dak Prescott. No surprise there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Joey Bosa. Again, no surprise there. For Joey missing first 5 games of the season, I think. Still ended up with 41 tackles, 10.5 sacks, a forced fumble. Pretty good stats for a rookie. And the Walter Payton Man of the Year was co-shared with Eli Manning and Larry Fitzgerald. The Man of the Year award goes to players who do like charity works and stuff for their community. And I know Eli's been involved in raising money for I don't know if it's SIDS, but something into that realm, and he's raised like $25 million in the last 5 years, so good for him. Hall of Fame inductees were announced as well, and I think this actually is a really good class, one of the best classes I think that have went in a long time. LaDainian Tomlinson, Terrell Davis, who I'm so happy got in. I think if Terrell would have had a normal length of a career and not been cut short, I think he would have blown a lot of the records out of the water. Kurt Warner, guy's a class act. You got to love him. Jerry Jones is going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, whatever. And then I'm so happy to see this next guy is going in. The Great Dane himself. I'm talking about Morten Andersen. Yes, he is a kicker, but he had a very long career. Played for quite a few teams, but the majority of his time was spent with the Saints. Tied for the longest field goal in NFL history. I think he deserves. If any kicker's going to get in, Morten Andersen should be the guy to go. So football season is now over. We have the draft to look forward to coming up. That will be on April 27th through the 29th. Of course, Cleveland's got the first pick, and of course they'll probably screw it up and draft somebody that won't play for a full season. Outside of sporting news, Wendy,
Yes.
this one kind of bummed me out. I was a big fan of this show. Richard Hatch,
Yes. Well, you know,
Battlestar
you told me that.
Galactica, Captain Apollo.
I thought you were talking about the guy from Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
I was like, well, why would that be so sad, really?
Captain Apollo died,
He was hot.
And what?
Him, hot, good looking, attractive.
Okay.
When he was that age.
I don't know nothing about that, man. Did you say Anderson never had to kick a game-winning field goal? Danimal? Damn you. Kick you right out of the room.
Hey now. Be nice.
I was a big Battlestar Galactica fan growing up.
I like, didn't they have those big silver machines with the eyeball that went. Rear, rear, rear.
Yeah.
I like that too.
The dog. What was the dog's name? Moffat.
Moffat.
Yeah, the little robot dog thing.
Was that the beady 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 beady?
No, that was Twiggy. That was from Battlestar Galactica.
No. Yes.
Yes.
No. Buck
Yes.
Rogers.
Or what did I just say? Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah.
Buck
that's the same
Rogers.
show.
Yes, you're right. Buck Rogers.
What century?
In the 25th.
You got it.
Yeah.
You get a special prize.
Speaking of old shows, I saw this. Let's see if you get this, Wendy.
What?
Wow, lag.
That wasn't too bad. Is that supposed to be Gargamel?
Tell me that don't look like Gargamel.
What was the name of the cat?
What was the name of the cat?
Yeah.
Hell if I know.
Gargamel, see?
No, Gargamel was not the cat.
No, Gargamel was the dude.
Yeah.
Who was this cat?
I don't know what the cat's name was.
Come on.
Look, I see, I watched the Smurfs maybe 3 times in my life.
But you recognize Gargamel. Azrael.
Azrael. Okay,
See?
there you go.
See, that wouldn't even be familiar to you if you hadn't already seen the Smurfs a million freaking times.
And then, of
You
course, the big news up here in the Northeast. Wendy, you'll love this one.
Oh boy. Yeah, I know, right?
It
That
was
is a legit picture.
it was
from
50-some
our area.
degrees yesterday.
I know.
When I left work today, it was 16 degrees, and that's not counting the wind.
Oh, so cold.
I know. That has to be how Jimmy and Leanne feel coming
from
back.
vacation.
Warm, cold. so that
Happy with the snow? Oh, you're killing me.
that pretty much sums up the week that was. Happy with the snow. I don't know, man.
I'll be happy if this is the only snow. I'm afraid that's probably not going to be the case. But it is
I don't
what
think
it
we're
is.
gonna get much more. So
Well,
yeah, who
we've been
knows?
lucky this far. With any additional luck, we'll get through the next few weeks unscathed. You know. The biggest pain in the ass is the way our borough ordinance does the curb-to-curb plowing. When we got home Thursday, knowing it was gonna snow, Wednesday, knowing it was gonna snow Thursday and that they'd plow us on Friday, we tried to park all the cars across the street, and we only got one over there. So today, both 2 out of 3 of our cars are on the wrong side.
Squeak says it's still 80 there every day. I just found out where Squeak's from.
Where is Squeak from?
I don't know if she wants me to say it. Maybe she should say it.
Somewhere warm.
Somewhere very warm.
I have a
Listen,
friend in Florida. What? What?
we have company.
We do.
You can't even see us.
You can't see me. No.
We don't want to see you anyway.
I was going to say, yeah, you've had to see me enough.
Now I'm in an instantly better mood.
See? Look at that. Isn't that amazing how that happens, Wendy?
It is.
I don't know if they were listening to the show or not.
Little bits.
Wendy was a little cranky.
To move your head this way. You sit next to me.
Squeak
Aw.
is... Howdy!
Hi.
Everybody, say hello to Jimmy and Leanne. So, Wendy and I were just talking about the wonderful weather that it's going on. And I don't know if you guys saw the picture that I put up that was the Wednesday-Thursday thing.
I did.
Yeah. And I said, that's probably how you guys feel now that you just came back from vacation. Like, warm, snow.
Every day is like that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I leave the house, it's awful.
So, you guys want to talk a little bit about your vacation? And
I'm peeling today.
you're peeling.
Yeah, finally.
I thought that was like because you were part snake or something.
No, it's from my sunburn.
See, now you look like you tanned more. Leanne definitely looked like she burned.
Yeah, she burnt.
Yeah.
I go from sour cream to lobster and back. That's it. So I'm on my way back to sour cream.
You looked really red on Sunday.
Yeah, today's the first day I think I put makeup on, which was, immortal?
Yeah, some mottos.
Oh. Yeah, because my face was all scaly and gross, but the vacation was awesome. Like, super awesome. Right, Jimmy? Since it was your 40th birthday.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking for something.
And you're not doing a very good job of being interactive.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. 40th.
See, I kind of downplayed your birthday because, some people,
Because he's all old and shit?
yeah, well, some people get into those, midlife crisis things when they hit
He's
certain
old.
biomarkers. So
You must be really old.
No.
I'm really old?
No, we are. We're older than you both.
Yes, but you don't act old. We act like we're 100.
It's like past my bedtime.
It is. That's why we started the show early, folks, because Jimmy goes to bed at 10. So
Right.
I'm up at 4 though.
you're up throughout the night like I am because I see you on all the time.
I can't
So-
do 4 o'clock.
I got a message from Jay last night at 2:30 that said, "What are you still doing awake?" And I'm like, "Jimmy's snoring next to me. I can't fall asleep."
Well, part of the reason we brought you guys on this week is because some big things going on with Infamous, and I know some of you folks in the room already know this, but we launched the site this week, and in doing so, introduced a few new lines that some people weren't familiar with. So I would love to talk about some of the lines and get. I know what I tell people when I'm doing the whole sales pitch and all that. I'd like to get your take on the lines and how. Take for example, Lowbrow, how you came about with the name and the flavors and what have you.
Lowbrow got named in a Taco Bell drive-thru.
I've never heard this.
I have a whole different image now of what that means.
It was this big thing of like, what are we gonna name this new juice line? We have to put it out. I'm like all these juice line names are taken, so we come up with one and it was like taken, and then we come up with another one and it was taken. I'm like, oh my gosh! So we're at the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and I'm like, I don't know, why don't you call it something stupid like Lowrider? And he's like, no, but there's Lowbrow, which is an art movement. I'm like, oh, I don't know that. Because Jimmy's all into art and stuff, so Lowbrow. And then all of the names of the flavors in Lowbrow are
They have something to do with art.
right. Like Jux, which everyone calls Jux, which drives me crazy, is short for Juxtapause, which is an art magazine I know, and I'm not really sure what else it is.
Juxtaposition.
I know that.
Right. I think Moki's an artist. I don't know. It's a whole.
Those were basically all flavors that I had. Most of them I had notes for since I started mixing. I kept the notes and adjusted a few things, and
Figured at some point in the future we'd be able to release them.
yeah, but then they kind of had to get released pretty quick, so
Yeah, unfortunately, with
we
the
made
whole,
the adjustments and they turned out well.
unfortunately with the whole August 8th thing, just like with every other liquid manufacturer, everybody kind of had to rush to get the stuff that they'd been working on for a while out, or things that they wanted to delay and release down the road. Everything had to be out before August 8th. So that, we all know that sucked. But with the Jux line, I've said this on the show a billion times. One of my favorite parts of the job is when Jimmy just walks out of the mixing room and sits a bottle on the desk and says, "Try that." And most of the time he'll do it and let me know what it is. But then there are those times that I have to guess, which is not an easy job sometimes to do when they're with the way that Jimmy mixes, because he layers everything and has a lot of complexity to his lines. And I got to sample and try every one of the Lowbrow as he was putting that line together, and just each and every one he brought out surprised me more than the last. I'm not. Case in point, PJ and I are not key lime fans. So Jimmy brings out the Moki and says right off the bat, "I know you guys are gonna hate this, but how is it?" And part of me knowing how great that was is how much I didn't like it because that key lime was so spot on.
You didn't like it?
I don't like key lime, man. It's a great vape. It really is for what it is. It's fantastic. I don't like key lime, man.
Well, thanks. I think.
It's
glad you didn't like it.
No, I said this on Mod Envy the other night.
Clean the toilets tomorrow.
Okay, I'll do that. I said this on Mod Envy the other night. That is the only liquid that you've ever presented to me that I just can't vape. I just can't.
Way to be a salesman, Jay.
I know.
Doing a great job.
I know. Yeah, it sucks.
There's no Infamous next year. You know why? Because Jay's telling everybody that key lime is the worst fucking flavor.
No, that's exactly not what I said. It is so spot on key lime that I don't like it. But
so good.
I know. Yeah.
Custom's a traditional vanilla custard. East Coast VC is not a traditional vanilla custard.
Oh, you're looking at the questions.
Yeah.
Also to shut Jay up, so Wendy doesn't have to put vodka in her coffee.
I will say though, Tiger tried it the other night on Mod Envy, and typically speaking, she's not.
Jay, it's too late to try to save it.
Citrus. I'm not trying to save it.
Let it go. Now, so the other. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but Lowbrow, you were talking about how you and PJ both hate key lime, and you think that for key lime, Moki is really good. I think you guys also. I don't know if it was you, but I know PJ also said he hates peanut butter and jelly vapes.
Yep.
Right? And so what the fallen virtue is peanut butter and jelly. And I've seen PJ vape more of that than anything else in our line. And he used to vape Coventry and Trill and Tough Cookie consistently. I always see him with one of them.
PJ,
and now he's a peanut butter and jelly guy.
He has vaped Virtue every single day since the first day Jimmy brought it out.
Well, that being said, when we were at that one meet, I think it was one of the, was it one of the Connecticut meets? We had a lot of people coming up trying it and saying, I hate peanut butter, don't even bother. And I just said, just try it. And they're like, wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
You know.
And then the question about how you came up with the lines and the names and stuff, also for the Fallen, that was, I don't even know when we started that, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was a long time in the making. Actually, Coventry and Mayfield were supposed to be on the Fallen line, and we decided to drop two flavors off the Infamous line, the first two flavors I ever made, and put Coventry and Mayfield on in their place, and then we came up with the Fallen. It's all my own. The labels are all my own photography. That I used to do a lot of photography, so that's what the label design was.
And I think that was originally going to be the Fallen Angels.
Yeah, and it was only supposed to be a 4-flavor line, and that's exactly what it is. It was supposed to be the follow-up to Infamous way before we knew anything about August 8th happening and stuff. It was already developed.
That's why you'll see on the side of the Fallen labels, it says by Infamous on the side, just by the warnings and stuff. So we wanted that to be an Infamous-related product, but then didn't realize that 3 more lines were coming out besides that one.
and Lowbrow was always intended to be more of a budget-friendly line.
Right. At $20 a 60 ml, I think it's a killer line.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been a few people who have gotten to try it already. I know somebody in here said the strawberry cheesecake's out of this world. I again, there's you have this knack of just being able to create these amazing flavors, and one of the things that brought me to Infamous, I met you over 2 years ago in a vape shop, and I remember you handing me the first bottles, and just I've been an Infamous fan since. It was a no-brainer for me to come work for you guys because I love your creativity. I miss that now that August 8th has passed. I missed you coming out with those bottles saying, "Here, try this," and hopefully that changes in our industry. What do you think now that the Indiana law has been overturned? Do you think that we and the new administration, where do you see us heading? Do you think we're going to be able to overcome all these FDA regulations?
I have no idea. Who knows? I hope so.
Well, I hope so too.
Right.
But I know the hope is now with this with Trump wanting to get rid of the overregulation that'll take care of the FDA thing. So we'll see.
Right.
But you talked a little bit about the fall, and while you were talking about it, I was looking for the image that you had put up the other day from Grace that was used on that photography was actually used on a book.
Yeah, it was actually in Europe. I had a page up that I had actually forgotten about. It was just random. Actually, it was most of the labels from The Fallen and a couple other images. Basically, just different statues I had done photography of, and somebody contacted me and said that they wanted to use it for a novel over in Europe. It actually was the same company that published The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And I didn't know if it was legit or whatever, but said, yeah, go ahead, use the image or whatever. Make sure I get credit on the inside cover, and we agreed on a price which was extremely low for publishing with not that it matters, but it kind of surprised me about what they were willing to pay. But it was cool that I'd get my name on the cover, so I didn't know if anything would happen of it. But a few weeks later, I had a box full of books with my name on it, and they wired money into my account, and that was it. And then they ended up part of my agreement with them was that if it sold over a certain amount of copies, I'd get royalties off of it. Well, they ended up using a different image on the next printing. So, but what can you do?
Those pictures are
So
cool, though.
it's still a cool story. There you go, the third day.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome, man. I can't say that I've ever had anything published or anything like that. That's impressive to me. And the fact that you used all your photography for the Fallen line, I see more and more people commenting on the labels and how they're some of the best labels in the industry. So that says a lot.
Yeah, we worked with a tattoo artist in California, and he worked on some of that, and we kind of went to the kind of on the punk side of the spectrum for the graphics on that.
So let's talk. I'm going to bring up the website here. Let's talk a little bit about the website. That is actually finally up. Wendy just dropped the link there for it. You can find all the infamous lines on here. The infamous line, the Lowbrow, the Fallen, Doios, and In-House.
Hey, I did those pictures too.
Doios. Talk a little bit about that. I know you brought that out as just a singular line, single flavored line.
Yeah, I always said I'd never do a cereal, and then I did a cereal. But with the donut flavor in it. It's a really good cereal. I like it. And I don't think it's too overpowering with the lemon like a lot of cereals are, even though you still get a little bit of the lemon. And in my opinion, I mean, I'm biased, so the donut is just right. A lot of them taste weird or off, and I don't think that one does. So,
yeah, it's actually one of the only donut vapes I've ever liked. And I know my buddy Albie just posted up today that he's loving it. So
You will
You-
have apparel up soon, right?
that's
Yeah,
Apparel will be up soon.
yeah,
As
hoodies
soon
and
as-
t-shirts and stuff.
As soon as Jimmy takes the pictures.
Yes, Aaron. Doesn't taste like Play-Doh. That's what I was going for.
Albie says he's vaping Doyos right now and loving it.
Wow, it's weird that you call Albie your buddy when we're online.
I know.
Imagine the amount of stuff that you call him when we're at work is completely opposite.
I do curse him out quite often. He knows that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you guys totally missed what he sent me while you guys were away.
Oh, that
Oh,
came
boy.
while they were gone.
Yeah. I will have to fill you in on it later.
No, show it.
Well, I don't know.
Where is it?
It's not appropriate for this show.
Show me tomorrow.
I'll show you tomorrow.
I was gonna say also about the lowbrow line. My best friend Cole, he's a tattoo artist in Cleveland, and he's the one that designed the eyeball for lowbrow.
We met him.
Yeah, Cole's awesome. He's a really really good guy and a good artist. Jimmy has tattoos from him. I have my only singular tattoo is from Cole as well. It matches Jimmy's that he got on his arm before we were married a very long time ago when we were dating. Jimmy went out to Cleveland unattended and hung out with his best friend Cole and came back with a rose and my name tattooed on his arm. And he's like, look what I did. And I'm like, what are you, stupid? Like, why would you put someone's name on your arm?
Kiss of death. Oh,
And,
my.
but,
This guy knew I was gonna marry her already.
right, he's a glutton for punishment, I guess.
Oh.
But later on, after we were married, I think, actually last time we were in Louisville, Kentucky, we stopped at see Cole, and he did my first and only tattoo on my ribs, because I'm an idiot, and that's the first one that I would
She picked ribs
Thanks.
for her first tattoo.
Nice.
But I have the same rose. I didn't obviously tattoo my own name.
She didn't tattoo my name either.
I also did not tattoo your name. You're correct.
She said for the 20th wedding anniversary she'll get it tattooed.
Yeah, the 10th is coming up already. Look at all this gray. Yeah, that's from her.
I'm sure a little of that gray's from me.
That's Jay Gray.
And 90
Exactly what
I'm
that
pretty positive just a little bit of that might be from me as well.
We went down and saw my mom, and she's like, "Holy cow! I can't believe how gray your hair is."
Yeah, we touched on you guys' vacation here a little bit, and like I'd said on the show when you guys leave, it was a well-deserved vacation, and probably the first non-working vacation that you guys have taken
Yes.
since you started all this.
The first probably 4 or 5 days, I locked my phone. I turned my phone off and put it in the safe, and didn't worry about it. And it was nice. I'm ready to do it again, but
Leanne was posting all kinds of pics, and my favorite picture was the one that was just, you could tell you're laying in the lounge chair. It was just your feet looking out at the ocean, and not that I'm into your feet or anything, brother, but I just knew.
I have nice feet.
I didn't look that close, to be honest with you, but I just knew from that picture you were relaxing, and that just, I think that's my favorite picture from you guys' trip, just knowing that you were that relaxed,
You can show it
I did.
online if you want. It's on our Facebook.
I did pull it. So, but
It's okay.
it's just the fact that you guys got to get down there and relax and get away, and then come back now, and here we are, getting ready to, well, not getting ready to, but launching this site. We're gonna make a little bit bigger announcement hopefully here soon about it. We've kind of kept it kind of low key, but I couldn't be prouder of you guys, man. Just the stuff that you guys have accomplished in the 2 years, year and a half, 2 years that I've known you, just amazes me, man.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is we travel a lot, we go away a lot, and most of that, probably 95% of it, is vape related. So everybody thinks we're on vacation, and technically we're working. Not that we don't love everyone, but it's not an all-inclusive relaxation mode. which I honestly didn't think we'd be able to do for a really long time, because if you know me, along with not liking hugs, I don't trust people easily, especially to do my job and, our company, because we don't have children, and that's like one of our children, along with our 2 cats. But, of course, everyone here knows you and Wendy, and I think they tune in to listen to you talk every week.
It still amazes me they do that.
Right?
Me too.
I mean, I pay them. It's part of your check. Actually, it goes out to all of your viewers. We split it. But
I believe it.
I knew there was a reason.
Right? So that's why his paycheck is that little. But honestly, if it wasn't for you, I mean, you and PJ and Jared, we have 3 guys that work for us that are not just employees. You guys are awesome. I think that you know that. We've told you that, I think, more than once. I hope that we've told you that more than once. And
His head's getting bigger.
Yeah.
his head,
once or
is it
twice.
swelling? He won't be able to fit on the TV soon. But no, you, I mean, if you didn't step up to the plate the way that you did and take over my job, which, by the way, he's done so well, he now gets to keep it. So, I mean, everybody who knows you, I think, and Wendy both know that you guys are amazing people, but you really are. You made our vacation stress-free, and man, I don't know. We couldn't have done it without you,
I didn't do
honestly.
anything.
Well, actually, you probably did. 'Cause
I'm
you probably
just
kept
here
him
to support
sane.
him.
Right. And also, our next vacation hopefully will be in October, which will be our 10-year wedding anniversary, the reason for the gray beard. And we hope to have certain friends of ours with us. They might be the hosts of Ohm Field Advantage, and we want to take them down to probably Punta Cana again, because we loved it. The beaches were awesome. The water was clear. You can see your toes when you're in the ocean up to your neck. I will get Wendy in the ocean if I have to pick her ass up and carry her. Sorry, but I will.
I don't think you can.
Oh, I totally can. Jay makes me pick him up and carry him around at work for practice.
It's like the old adage: if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. And I love what I'm doing. I love, working there and being, with my friends. And I've said this to both of you millions of times. I haven't worked a day since I started there, with the exception of that one.
True. There was one day.
That one day.
I know about this day.
That was the day I made everybody rearrange all the cabinets, the really heavy cabinets. We took everything off. We put it all back. We undid the cabinets. We put them all back.
No, don't like that. Move that.
OCD. Right, and they're like, well, wait, we have to measure it and see if it works. If it works, it'll hit first. I'm like, just move it. And if it doesn't work, move it back. And they're like, oh my god.
Just like Jay has only seen me mad once, partially mad.
You weren't even really all that mad.
No,
but
I wasn't too mad.
you were mad at me.
Unfortunately, it wasn't at me, and I said to you afterwards. I said, if that's what you're like when you're mad, I don't ever want to see it at me.
I'm not scared.
Yeah, well, yeah. So the website, like I said, is now launched, and I think that's a long time coming. We've had a lot of folks ask us in the past about even just buying the apparel and stuff like that. So I am glad to see that we finally have that up and running, and we're going to offer folks a small little code tonight for some stuff off, but we'll get to that in a little bit. While you were on vacation, you got to take part in one of your hobbies that has me very intrigued, and now has Wendy very intrigued.
I think has Wendy intrigued too.
Yeah, I said now has Wendy very intrigued. But you are is there a term for what that is?
Metal detectorist?
Is that it? Metal detectorist? Treasure hunter? I don't know. What term is it? But you're very much into metal detecting.
Yeah, it's something I did. I first started doing in Florida, and then did a little bit when I moved up here to Pennsylvania, and really got away from it. When I was doing photography, when we had the photography company, I wasn't doing it, and now that we were doing liquid. I really didn't have time for hobbies, and I got excited again when we were going on our trip and bought a metal detector to bring with us, and
Now he wants another one.
yeah, and I'm kind of enjoying, actually having a hobby again.
That's okay. And one reason that you like it is because you get to find treasure and stuff. But the other reason that you like it is because it's either PJ gets to leave work early and come leave it here, or when you're in the Dominican Republic, you take me with you and I dig things up for you.
Mike asked, "Have you seen The Detectorist on Netflix?" I have not. I have to look that up. But I like the aspect of it, believe it or not, just from looking at some of the videos you've showed me and all that. I like for lack of a better, the working out aspect of it. You do a lot of hiking, you do a lot of bending, you do, the digging, obviously.
Wait, what? You like the working out aspect? What?
I like that.
We have a gym at Infamous, and you've never used it once.
I didn't say I like working out. I said I like that aspect of it because, Jimmy and I have talked about, me getting one as well and going out with him as well. So this is actually a way to get me to exercise.
You think that's what's going to happen, dude?
I think so.
I see you getting some kind of wheelie device that you don't actually have to walk. And the hoverboard thing, would you just lean and go?
You know what's coming next, Wendy? Jimmy and I got to get 4-wheelers.
You'll be hanging out a golf cart with it.
There you go. We got to get a golf cart, Wendy.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to hire another employee just to dig, aren't I?
Jay will seek someone else digs.
That's it. Yep.
And that's not going to be what I volunteer for, just so you know. I'm not.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of history in this area. I've been talking to a few people online from New Hampshire. They also have a vape group. They all metal detect and they all vape, and they find a lot of neat stuff up in New Hampshire. A lot of Civil War stuff, a lot of colonial stuff, which is really cool.
Their videos on YouTube are fantastic. Jimmy got me hooked on them this past weekend, and
their videos are hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you know what you find when you're digging in the Dominican Republic on the beach? You find a lot of soda can tabs, a lot of hairpins, a couple of nails, some aluminum foil, and that's about it.
Well, damn.
I know, right? Except for that now there's apparently an underwater detector that can go in the surf, and you can actually submerge it up to like 200 feet or something. So Jimmy wants that because if you go to the water in the Dominican Republic, you'll see a lot of Europeans. Usually it's very, very large pot-bellied men in Speedos, very old, saggy-breasted women that are topless, and a lot of Italians with very large, chunky jewelry around their neck. And then they go under a water or a wave hits them, and that beautiful, large piece of jewelry just goes over their head and into the water. So
the way she just described that, this trip does not seem as appealing as it did a half hour ago.
I don't know if I'll be able to shake that image.
Actually, the second resort we went to was a lot different than the first resort. It was mostly the second resort was mostly Americans and Canadians.
And the Canadians are really, really nice. Like, really nice. They're way nicer than we are. For sure.
As a people?
Yeah, as a group.
They were really friendly.
Like, the Americans
Super
stole my
cool.
raft right off my porch from my hotel room, but the Canadians helped get it back.
So you take this underwater one and you swim with it?
You can.
That's where we actually stayed. Was at the Excellence.
See,
No.
There's another
Wasn't it?
fitness
It
thing
was
you
the
can
Majestic.
love since you love the
Yeah,
water so
the
much.
Excellence.
Jay loves swimming.
yeah,
I
was
know
gonna say,
Dave apparently can't float,
Yeah.
except for that he totally can, but whatever.
I don't know that
Because he fights the water.
you're right. I do. I do the whole slapping it and sinking and.
He'll be flapping with one arm and holding the detector
I
with
do.
the other one.
I do the whole. I can't. You know.
And then it'll be beeping. He'll be like, "No, beep."
Yeah. Yeah, you won't have to worry about me getting the underwater one, Wendy.
I think I need to up your life insurance.
Yeah.
Like,
If you just relax, you'd be fine.
Yeah, it's. Hey, I told you. I know it's all mental, but
It is.
I just can't get
I
over
had
it.
the same problem. I almost drowned when I was 8 years old. Somebody had to jump in and save me, and I I was determined to learn how to swim after that, so I just figured it out. And I figured out that if you don't fight it and you just let your body go and relax, you just float.
I think if we do this trip, I'm getting adult, like, arm puffy floaties.
No, see, I've learned that floaties can be a bad thing.
I want to get him one of those little
If the wave's big enough, it'll spin you upside down, and you're stuck upside down with your arms. Like, so
I mean, I know I'm a big guy, Jay, but you're not that small yourself. You're buoyant, trust me.
You'd be surprised. I'm telling you. The last person I had this conversation years ago with a friend of mine, and we happened to be at a pool party, and he's like, "I'm telling you, if I throw you in there, you'll swim." And I'm like, "No, I won't." And he goes, "All right, let's see," and threw me in. And about 2.5 minutes later, he jumped in and pulled me out. I
think saltwater would be much different.
Probably
experience for you. I mean, I'm not gonna save your ass. You're gonna figure it out one way or the other.
Just saying.
It's 4 people go to Punta Cana, 3 come back.
Trust me, you'll figure it out.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Oh my.
I don't want to test the theory, if that's okay. So, well, we had mentioned that we were going to do a code for Infamous. So, would you guys like to do that? And I'll let you, Leanne, if you want to tell everybody what it is. And
I don't remember what it is.
You didn't even remember the first one we ever put in. He's like, "It's not working. It's not working." I'm like, "Put the discount with it." He's like, but
That's
no.
because I asked her, "Is it this?" And she said, well, actually, Jay answered and said, "Yeah." So that's the one I went with.
See, never listen to Jay. That's rule number 1.
You didn't stop him. You were sitting right there.
Wait. You'll have to tell me about that tomorrow, because the 2, I read it right off the page, what they were.
Okay, well, it didn't have the number after it, if that helps.
You forget. Jimmy's old now. He can't hear.
Ah.
Aw. No,
You forget, Leanne's single now.
Wow.
I think Leanne and I should go to Punta Cana.
Yeah,
there
if things
you
keep
go.
going, that's what's going to happen. You 2 are going to go by yourselves.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, well. So, the code. We were on the website this morning, and we put an active code in for the next 24 hours. Anybody on the show, or anybody, I guess, that you talk to, but you can go on to infamousejuice.com or infamousjuice.com. It's the same. It'll direct you to the same website. And put in Ohm Field 20, and it'll give you 20% off your entire purchase. And you can use it, I don't know, if you want to place like 73 orders in the next 22 hours or 24 hours, you totally can. So, yeah. Ohm Field 20 is your discount code for 20% off of everything on the site. So basically, it'll make lowbrow, which is 60 mils of juice, you'll get for $16, which is fantastic. You'll get Infamous 60s and the Fallen 60s for $20.80, if my math is correct.
Your math
Right.
usually is correct.
It depends on the day. And then you'll get, we didn't talk about in-house
We did not.
really yet, and in-house is 7 flavors. That is basically our house line for the shop, but it's got some flavors that people seem to really like menthols, just straight menthol.
Actually, probably the most complex menthol and overthought menthol ever. It's not just straight menthol. It's
like
way too thought out.
18 different menthols.
It's
or something like
delicious,
that. But yeah, you'll get menthols on there, vanilla custard, the tobacco RY4. Jay has it up right now. Strawberry cream. Our mixed fruit is actually really good. It's a strawberry apple watermelon with a hint of cream as well. We have our cookie, which is a sugar cookie. It's less complex than Tough Cookie. If you like Tough Cookie, you should like in-house cookie. And cereal, which is Fruit Loops, similar-ish to Doyo's because it's both a Fruit Loop cereal.
Without the donut.
But the Doyo's has the donut. So, and also Doyo's, I believe, will be $16 for you guys as well.
And we lowered shipping, and you get priority shipping for
We did.
cheap.
It'll be $3.50 in shipping for any order up to $50. Any order over $50, which typically is two 60 mils, which will not be with the code. You'll have to buy 3. I'm sorry, but anything over $50 is free shipping, and it's same thing, priority shipping. So you'll get probably 2 days depending on where you live.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, we're from Northeast Pennsylvania, so if you live near us, then that'll get there quickly. Trill is always a winner. I'm seeing a lot of Trill on there. That's my own personal favorite. It's what I vape when I vape. I vape 0 milligram, so I don't vape constantly. But Trill is number 1 for me as well.
I know with the in-house line, Smokey did a review this past weekend on the Tobacco RY4, and this is a guy whose YouTube channel has been up for like 7 years. He's been a vapor for 9 years, and he's a huge tobacco vape fan, and he absolutely loved the RY4 as well as the strawberry cream and vanilla custard out of this line. So that's the one thing I could say about Infamous is that they have grown such a nice fan base, and I know a lot of folks that have watched our show for a long time are very, very familiar with it, but that fan base has grown way past just our show. I can remember joining the Infamous group a while ago, and I think at the time there was like 100, 200 people, and now it's just blown up. And I fully expect, now that these other lines have been introduced, to make that even more so. The in-house line is, I think people are going to be really surprised with the in-house line because I think everybody is so used so.
He's not going to say anything bad about Keyline again, is he?
No. The thing that surprises me about the in-house line is they're not as complex of flavors as say Infamous is, but they are such really bold flavors. I didn't really vape a lot of the in-house line until not too long ago. The strawberry cream is amazing to me. I don't know why I didn't pick up that one when I remember trying it when you first made it. But I get so stuck on vaping West Coast Chino all the time and Virtue that I really wasn't vaping a lot of the other ones. And the strawberry cream just really blows my mind how wonderful a vape that is. I think people are going to love that. Now, I know you've been stuck on Virtue yourself. I think all 3 of us have vaped a lot of Virtue.
Virtue and Coventry is what I switch back and forth from, mostly.
Okay. Is it hard? Like, I know you're not a menthol fan, and this is kind of what I was getting at with the Moki earlier with the key lime. I know you're not a menthol fan, so is it hard for you to create a flavor of something that you don't like? I know you're not a raspberry fan. Is it hard for you to create a flavor that you don't like?
Not really, because I create them to where I like them, if that makes sense. Like, I hate most raspberry vapes, and I could tell they're good, but they're not my thing. But I created, a raspberry vape to where I like it. I get and it's not a bragging thing. I have a very sensitive palate. I pick up a lot of chemical taste in most raspberry vapes, and it's just that it's too much raspberry. But a lot of people probably wouldn't taste the raspberry if there wasn't that much raspberry in it. So I do things lighter on some things, and I don't get that chemical taste. I just make things the way I like it. So, like, I like our menthol. I overthought it and put too many different ingredients in there, but different combinations of flavors. But I like the way it came out.
I remember when we had to order flavoring for all of the new product, And Jimmy's like, and this, like, there was, I don't even know, there was like 17 things, and he's like, and I'm like, what are those for? Like, all the new flavors? He's like, no, just menthol. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. What are you? He's like, but it's really good. I'm like,
I had to
okay.
try everything. I had to see what I liked and what I didn't like. I want to try everything.
And you know, I obviously didn't explain the whole thing with the key lime the right way. It is a really good vape. It is. It's just, you know, you wouldn't gravitate to going to vape a menthol because that's not normally your thing. That's kind of how it is with me with key lime. I wouldn't gravitate to vaping a key lime because I just I don't like key lime. I don't like the flavor of it.
There is mint in my menthol, but there is multiple menthols in my menthol too. So it's not just mint.
Let's see.
Were you ignoring Jay again?
No,
No.
I just saw a question.
Oh, the question.
And I'm explaining it.
I forget about the question.
So yeah, there's mint in there. It smooths out the mix, but trust me, there is other menthols in there that you will be able to pick up.
And about Jay's key lime thing, I think that's part of what makes Jay a good salesperson is that if somebody honestly asks him, like, is Moki really good? Jay will say, I don't like key lime. But for a key lime, it's very good. And that kind of makes you, like, Jay will be honest about stuff. And then he'll get all embarrassed and try to backtrack and make himself
And we just pick on him.
It's
No,
you know,
me-
honestly, that is the I've vaped your menthol, and I'm not a big menthol fan. The tobacco RY4, I am definitely not a tobacco fan, but there's something about that tobacco that is completely different than any tobacco I've ever vaped, and I told you that when you made it. It reminds me more. I used to smoke a pipe. It reminds me more of kind of like that pipe type of tobacco. Where you get that rich tobacco taste and the rich caramel in it. You know, it's not a traditional tobacco, and I think that's why Smokey liked it so much. But yeah, I just can't get past key lime.
But you gotta admit the key lime isn't overpowering in it either, like a lot of key limes are.
It's not not by far, and I think that's why Tiger liked it so much. She's not a fan of citrus, and she loved it. LLV, you were asking the name of the menthol. It's actually just that, menthol. It's in our in-house line.
Leanne came up with that name of that line, by the way.
It was very difficult.
I thought you meant she came up with the name of menthol.
Yeah, I totally did.
I was like, damn, that's pretty good.
No, we're like, what are we gonna name our house juice? And there was like, Jimmy's like, name it Infamous House Juice. I'm like, that's stupid. Let's not do that. And I'm like, wait, why don't we just call it In-House and use the first two letters from our Infamous logo? And he's like, oh, all right. And then because naming flavors, and we probably should have done this a long time ago, right, in a Taco Bell drive-thru. But like naming flavors like East Coast VC, West Coast Chino, Trill, where people are like, okay, it's Trill. What the hell is it? So we're like, and it's so hard to come up with names like that. I'm like, well, let's just name menthol. Like, let's just name tobacco tobacco.
The Infamous line was more of, you know, like a West Coast graffiti and more of a hip hop culture type line. So Trill is obviously Southern hip hop and stuff like that. The Fallen was more, you know, like the punk rock side. I mean, I grew up in the hardcore scene and the punk rock scene, and also the hip hop scene is you know, kind of where I gravitated to, and I just kind of like mixing all the cultures. So
I think that the In-House is mine because it's straightforward and there's not a lot of bullshit. I bet you In-House doesn't like hugs. Oh, it's Debbie Timmerman's in the room. Hi, Debbie.
What's up, Debbie?
I saw Riz too.
Oh, did you?
I did not see Riz. Hi, Riz.
I'm not really good at all at like focusing on two things at once. So like every once in a while, I'll look down there. Oh, by the way, and maybe the key lime doesn't like you either is hysterical. I don't know who you are, but you're funny.
Yeah, so I lost track where we were. Oh, we were talking about the In-House. Yeah, I love how you guys did the logos for the in-house with like you said, taking the in from Infamous. I think that's just absolutely fantastic.
You have to say that. I'm your boss, and I'm the one.
No,
who made that.
listen. One thing I think you guys have learned about me is I don't blow smoke. I will tell you my opinion. If I'm wrong about it, I'll admit I'm wrong.
That's true, but you
yeah.
are also an eternal optimist. Jay is the most optimistic person I've ever met.
Jimmy's teaching me.
Yeah, you're just so stinking stubborn, though.
You're right. I am, and
He's stubborn with you. He's stubborn with me.
Jay has a good heart, and he wants to believe everybody.
He wants to believe the best in everything. So if you say to Jay, like, I'm going to do this 36 days from now on a Tuesday, like, Jay's like, guess what? In 36 days now, like, from now on a Tuesday, they're going to do this. It's going to be great. And I'm like, Jay, in 36 days from now on a Tuesday, look and see if they do it. And then it will be great. But no, like, no one's going to remember that.
Like, I always have to tell him, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, you're right. I'm very bad about that, and
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's just my nature.
I was like that for a long time.
That is completely not my nature. But no, we love it about you because you do. You want to see the good in everybody, and I probably see the bad in everybody. So like, it's good to have you around.
It kind of balances out, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's not like a giant thundercloud walking around every once in a while. There's a ray of light.
We got some questions here.
I did see the questions about PA killing your chance of any brick and mortar expansion.
We kind of, we changed a lot after that tax came down. Obviously, the high-end market crashed, but before the high-end market crashed, we were carrying a lot of high-end stuff. And that, when I say high-end, I mean we did have AV products and stuff like that, but we had, stab wood, stuff that was very expensive, and that's stuff we cannot carry anymore. AV stuff we don't carry anymore. We have a few things left over, but we just really changed up the way our shop did things. Leanne was running the warehouse at the time, and we switched that up. She's now running the vape shop, which is for the better, definitely. And we went to a lot of starter kits and basically got back to basics.
So I mean, I think a lot of brick and mortars in Pennsylvania are struggling, and it's really unfortunate that the Pennsylvania government has done that to all of us. For us, with the 40% vape tax, it killed a lot of variety, I think.
We had a ton of different juice lines. I mean, all our friends are juice makers, so we were carrying all of our friends. And that's made that very hard for us now.
So we're lucky that we have 5 juice lines that we manufacture. So for us, that's been our saving grace. For shops that don't have that, I think it's exceptionally hard. I could be wrong, but I mean, I only know what I specifically do. I think still it's basic. It's customer service. It's giving people, a little bit more. We do sales every single week at our shop, and people know that. Like, Debbie's in there, and she travels, I think it's 45 minutes or an hour.
She comes from a distance, yeah.
Yeah, her and her son come down every couple of Fridays when there's a sale, and, I mean, they come and they stay for a while, and they go get lunch somewhere awesome in our area that I'm jealous of, but whatever.
Where?
They go to Primanti Brothers.
Oh.
I know.
They don't bring any?
Love Primanti Brothers.
You're doing it all wrong, Debbie. You're supposed to go there first and bring it to us.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's a bacon and cheese sandwich with a bacon extra crispy.
It's a Pittsburgher.
Don't listen to him. He's not even there. Yes, Debbie, an hour and a half. So is it an hour and a half one way? I thought it was an hour and a half both ways.
Wow.
Good Lord, woman, you really do like us. It's kind of like Jay, who says that he drives 45 minutes to work every day, and I've driven to Jay's house, and it's an hour, and I don't care what he says.
PJ will tell you it takes 45 minutes for me to get there.
You and PJ drive like a-holes. Wait a second, I drive like an a-hole, too. That's weird.
No, you don't. Yeah, you do.
This is what it's like for me for my work day at work. This is a good view of what it's like working with these two, which now you can see why I love it so much. So
Yeah, he's crazy. That's why. No. Some days he's like, "Oh, you guys sound like me and Wendy. It's like being at home."
So exactly, yeah. I think that's why we
That's
all get
usually on
along
the
so
days-
good.
Yeah, on the days I tell you to go after yourself, those are those days, right?
So
Don't be late tomorrow, Jay.
I will
Yeah.
not be late tomorrow.
I am not
He can't
unloading
be.
that truck by myself.
You don't have to unload it at
No,
all. I'll
thank
take
you.
care of it.
Whatever. I used to do that before you came. That was my job.
I don't unload trucks.
Whatever.
Today Jimmy started to shovel the sidewalk, though. It was kind of scary
I
because
started snowblowing it too.
he has 4 herniated discs in his back. He's not supposed to do any lifting. So today PJ came over and helped us with the snow blowing, and I had Jimmy dust off the cars, and I was like shoveling stuff, and he's like, "Well, I'm just standing here doing nothing. I'm just gonna shovel." I'm like, "You're gonna pay for that later." Oh, there.
John, I like to think that we're good bosses. We really try to be. I worked in a lot of jobs in the past that I made people a lot of money and didn't get treated very fair. So I try to do that for my employees. And
guys-
they're more than just employees. They were friends before we hired them. So
Yeah, you guys go above and beyond more than you should, to be honest with you sometimes. So, but
He just wants us to upgrade his coach tickets to Punta Cana to first class so he can sit in those
no,
pods.
see that's
they're paying for their own tickets.
that's the thing with me. I'm kind of minimalist when it comes to that stuff. I'd rather Wendy and I, when we take vacations, we don't mind staying in a little lesser hotel and flying a little cheap because I ain't gonna be in a hotel
Okay.
anyway, so I can care
You have
less.
not flown
Oh, I saw the
domestic
pictures.
business class.
International first class was
International.
Yeah, not domestic is in the country, sir. But no, for Jimmy's birthday, when I booked the trip, I used our airline points and upgraded us to international first class, which isn't just the bigger seats that you see on regular planes. It's like pods, and you have like recliner chairs.
You can recline your seat flat, and you don't like knock into the person behind you.
No.
And they had a little screen where I could sit there and play chess the whole time.
Yeah, you can watch TV. These little ear pods are from American Airlines. I hope I was allowed to take those off the plane.
There's going to be a charge for that.
There's gonna be somebody knocking on your door a little bit later. We'd like our AirPods back.
But yeah, no, it's like you shouldn't fly it because once you fly it, you never want to not fly it again. Like we have to go down to Atlanta because Vape Showcase is in Atlanta next month. So me and Jimmy are like, ooh, can we fly to Mexico first and then Atlanta so we can sit in those pods? I have some more airline miles. I can do it.
We'd like a layover in Mexico.
Right, like I'll go to Guadalajara for 2 hours. But no, it was the coolest thing. So yeah, you probably don't want to do that because then whenever you get on a plane, you'll be all sad. Like these seats suck. Like you got a sweaty guy
The
next
first
to
thing
you.
I
It's all
said to
gross.
Jay when he mentioned about going down there, I said, is there like a Howard Johnson's down there anywhere that we could stay?
Wait till you see these rooms, Wendy.
Super 8.
It's
We had 2 jacuzzis.
Yeah,
You know,
our room was amazing.
One in our room and one on our
What
patio.
outside? That's
Right,
crazy.
there were 2 beds, the king size bed in the room and then the king size bed outside with the canopy and like the curtains, which of course, if the curtains are closed, don't go near it.
Very good.
But no, it's awesome. You'll really enjoy it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get there.
Now, you had mentioned Atlanta. So Infamous will be at Atlanta, correct?
We will be in the Giant Vapes booth in Atlanta at Showcase. I think we're doing the split booths again, but you'll see us in one of the Giant Vape spaces in the Atlanta Showcase show. Like regular shows that we go to, usually we bring Jay and Wendy or PJ. We're going to do this one by ourselves, so you'll actually get to see us work kind of, or me. Jimmy will sit on the couch.
Those
Yeah, we
couches,
sit on the couch.
those couches are damn comfortable.
But that should be a pretty awesome show, and cool for us. Jimmy's parents live like 2 hours north of Atlanta, so we get to go see his parents in their super awesome log cabin house in the woods where they feed us, which is important in our world.
Your link didn't work, by the way.
My link didn't work? Oh shit.
Did you drop
Sorry. No, I sent somebody a link to the show
Ah.
that Jay sent to me that was supposed to work, but apparently it didn't, because whatever.
Click. Do you have the show open? Just click at the top and copy that link. Actually, that's the same link I sent to you.
Yeah, right.
We've actually been to Riviera Maya. We went there for our honeymoon, and then we went there a couple years later. We stayed at the Iberostar both times. We were very impressed with that. But then when we went to Punta Cana, we stayed at the Iberostar for the first week, and it was totally different. It was kind of disappointing.
It was.
But in Riviera Maya in Mexico, it was very nice.
But the beaches in Riviera Maya aren't as nice as Punta Cana.
No, Punta Cana's beach is amazing.
Yeah. But then there's the people that put monkeys on your head and like lizards and parrots and stuff. Like you guys won't have a problem with that because you have like a jillion animals. But there's a fucking lizard on my hand. Like it was a big lizard, and it was on my hand. But the monkeys are awesome. And
So Jay, how about those Saints?
How about those Saints? I have full confidence that my Saints are going to kick ass next year, Jimmy. Just
Are
like the Steelers.
You told me they were going to kick ass this year.
I tell you, hey, I go with that every year, man.
Jay's the
we
eternal optimist.
Exactly.
That's right.
Look,
he is the eternal optimist.
Look, see, now we have Saints fans in the room, so be careful now. The Saints fans have two slogans: "Who dat?" and "Wait until next year."
And Bountygate was a lie.
And Bountygate was a lie, right? Yep. Speaking of football, I got to hang out with you guys for we had a little Super Bowl party thing going on. What was your take on the game there, Jimmy? Because I know who you were rooting for.
Yeah, I did try to root for the Patriots, and then I couldn't bring myself to do it at the last minute. I tried to because it was AFC, and we know how it turned out.
The fourth quarter was starting. I think they were like 2 minutes into the fourth quarter when the Patriots scored, and they were still down like 20-some points. And I said to Jimmy, they're making a comeback, buddy. and a half hour later, they won the game. So
it was a great game.
It definitely is going to go down as one of the all-time greatest Super Bowl games. It's definitely going to go down as one of the all-time greatest chokes as well.
And I tell you what, that Snoop Dogg commercial was pretty damn good.
Cannabis.
I actually saw that one.
that was the best commercial of the night, I think. So
Too funny.
So
I have to go on YouTube and look up Super Bowl commercials. I missed all of them because I'm all about the food. So I was in the kitchen.
In the dining room in the kitchen most of the time.
So. Well, listen, it's 20 after. It's already past Jimmy's bedtime, I know.
Yes, it is.
So we will give you guys the out to leave if you guys would
I
like.
thought you were doing a giveaway or something.
But before we do that,
I'll be right back.
Absolutely. We do have a couple of infamous giveaways to do.
Nice.
Why Jimmy is gone? Do you guys have any questions about any of the infamous lines? Anything about the company? Anything about Leanne's trip?
We swam with
No pressure.
dolphins. It was cool. I know. I kind of want Wendy to do that, except for it's a big fat freaking scam. But whatever. It's still
Scam?
swimming with dolphins. Yeah. You go there and they're like, "Do you want pictures?" No. They're like, "Want pictures?" And you're like, "Oh, how much are pictures?" And they're like, "Oh, one photo printed is $40." And you're like, "What?"
That's what
So then
happened in
you're-
Myrtle Beach with the baby tiger thing.
Right.
It's like,
And then I
well,
was
we'll give
like,
you a disc and a monkey and a tiger, and it's like $100, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna believe that I held the damn thing unless I get the damn picture.
Yeah, then they take all the pictures anyway, even though you say no, and then they show them to you, and you're like, well, crap.
Oh.
Right? They want you to see how awesome they are.
And then they're like, okay, so the whole disc is $200, and you're like, aw.
See, they don't even. They're real sneaky down at Myrtle Beach the way they do this. So they bring you into this room type thing, and they bring out the monkey, and it was a baby gibbon, and he sat in our lap, and put his arms up like this, and just hugged both Wendy and
both
I.
of us.
And then they bring out the tiger, and they give you this bottle, and they let you feed the baby white tiger. And as you're walking out, as soon as you're around the corner, there's a big TV screen that has those pictures just flashing right through. So you see them as soon as you walk out the door. So they sucker you in right there.
But that's when you had that creepy mustache, right?
I did have.
Yes.
I
He
did
worked
have
for
my
the
creepy
blasting
mustache.
company at the time. So
Yeah, I
he
couldn't
had
have the goat. I
no
could only have my
goat,
mustache.
because the suction on his face or whatever bullshit.
Yeah. I'll fire your ass for that mustache. You can say all you want about Mogi, but do not bring that mustache to work.
Note to self: must shave tomorrow.
Yes. He's very fuzzy.
So, D. Millen asked, "Have we ever thought about selling just the flavoring for DIYers?" That's a question.
I'm not sure if you can do that now because it would be a new product post August 8th.
Do what?
Right.
Just sell the flavorings and not mixed with, like, just the flavoring for Tough Cookie, and they can add their own nicotine, VG, PG.
Yeah, that's something.
I think that would
I'd
be
have
a
to
new
go
product.
Through, have to go through the lawyer. I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't think that would be legal right now. But,
I don't know.
yeah, you never know. And maybe, the rules at some point will change and everyone can bring their creativity back, which would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Because I would love to make new flavors. That's the thing I enjoy most about mixing is making new stuff.
Yeah, it's that, like I said, that's always been one of my favorite parts of the job. Was just having you come out and say, "Try this." I missed that.
I'll
part
make you something tomorrow, Jay.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
That's illegal.
I'm not making
No,
it for
not
the
if,
market.
not if you don't sell it. You can
you
DIY
can make it
for
for
yourself.
yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Never mind. I'll take a liter of troll flavoring.
So, well, you guys would like to do a couple giveaways, which we greatly appreciate. So why don't we go ahead and
We
do that?
have, with the launch of our website, we wanted to launch the site so that all Infamous products were available, not just through our retail brick and mortar store, but to everybody online. I know that a lot of people shop on Giant Vapes. We love Giant Vapes. We're on their wholesale website for distro, and we're on their retail website. But currently, they only carry our Infamous line in 60 mils.
Who's that?
Giant Vape.
I heard a rumor they're getting the Fallen.
How about
I
that?
heard that as well.
So the least favorite word on Giant Vapes, I believe, is soon, because we are never allowed to know what the release date is.
Yeah, we don't even know.
So that we can't tell.
I can tell you, which I could probably get in trouble for, but it has shipped.
Why
And
do
they
you do these things?
and they have received it.
I'm gonna punch you in the head. Okay, so anyway, don't listen to Jimmy because he's telling you trade secrets. But soon, Giant Vapes will have that. So to celebrate the release of the Fallen 60 ml bottles on Giant Vapes, we are doing the Fallen as a giveaway tonight. What you're going to end up getting is the Fallen is a $26 bottle for 60 ml. You're going to get a code PM to you if you win for $25 off. So you will be paying $1 for the Fallen. You
Plus
can,
shipping.
yes,
Plus shipping.
if unless you add other things, like say you want to add, like 74 trills, because why wouldn't you? That will bring your order up to over $50. You can also add on the 20% code that you have, the Ohm Field 20. So actually your dollar, I think, is 80 cents. I believe you can use them both. That's how we set them up. So if you go over $50, it'll be free shipping, and you'll just end up paying with that coupon and the code 80 cents for it. But if you just purchase that, you'll be paying think 80 cents plus $3.50 in shipping. So it'll be $4.50 for a 60 ml bottle, which
60
not bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the Fallen is available in 0, 3, and 6. Is that correct?
correct.
It is.
That is correct.
0, 3, and 6. It's 4 flavors. So you've got Grace, which is the cinnamon bear claw, Mercy, which is the raspberry ice cream, Trinity, which is rainbow sherbet, and Virtue, which is peanut butter and jelly. That people that don't even like peanut butter and jelly still like. So you can pick. You'll have 2 winners can pick the code. They'll get the code mailed to them or emailed to them, and also, take advantage of that 20% off code for the next 24 hours while it lasts, and you can use them both. Yay.
Right. If whoever the 2 winners are can email me during the broadcast, and I'll reply back immediately with your code, so you can use both codes quickly.
What she said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just had a good idea.
What's that?
Oh, shit. They usually cost me money.
Uh-oh.
If anybody orders tonight, and the winners, since Jay likes to tease me about my Steelers all the time, he has to pack the orders. He'll throw in a free sticker and a personal note.
A personal note.
Yep.
And a lock of hair.
About the steel. A lot of beard
I'll put in a lock.
You know what? I think you should have to make a poem about the awesomeness that is Moki.
A haiku.
Bless you.
A Moki haiku.
Bless Hey, I could do it. I used to write songs, so.
All right,
I'm
there
not
it is.
scared.
So he's not going to write you a note. He's going to write you some sort of rhyming musical wonder about Moki, and then next week you can tell us what it is.
Jay, I'll let you get by with a note.
I'm not
Not
scared.
me.
It could be a very short note.
Okay.
I'll be at the warehouse tomorrow.
The warehouse is literally 60 seconds from my house. I can be there too.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Law enforcement already has my DNA to hold all things. Don't worry about that.
Oh my goodness.
So, all right. So, Wendy, why don't you pick us 2 winners?
Pick some winners. All right, I'm drawing chatters right now. Everybody got all perked up there and started typing, so I've got a big group of people here.
The note on my order will read your team.
You're damn right, Albie. That's exactly. God love Albie. He always sends me these gag gifts. So he went to get this lawn flag that he meant to say "My team sucks" for me to put out in the lawn, but instead he got one that said "Your team sucks." So now, so now my neighbor doesn't like me.
Oh my god.
Albie's poem is going to read, "Your team sucks, that ain't no jokey. My name's Jay and I love Moki."
Oh my goodness. I'm just deleting spaces. I probably shouldn't have even
So
bothered.
now you guys, Jimmy, you've met Albie before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys will get to see Albie down in Atlanta. He'll be there.
Awesome.
So kick
Can't
him in the
wait.
kick him in the shin for me, would you?
Albie's never done anything bad to me, so
He doesn't
And
like
he
to.
harasses Jay, which is nice.
yeah, keep you in mind. I keep you in mind.
He said some really nasty things about the Steelers, Jimmy. So I'm just saying.
That's fine. I mean, sports don't rule my life, so
Winners are up, dear.
All right, give me a
he's
second.
entitled to his opinion.
Okay, so
What is it? The first 2?
Yes.
First 2.
The first person said something funny earlier today, and I don't remember what it was.
Sean always says funny stuff.
Okay, and then Mike Thomas. So Sean and Mike Thomas are winners. Yay,
And I have
congratulations.
a funny feeling they're not going to piff. And if they did, I think they were crazy.
Oh, Albie said he's gonna hug Leanne.
Ooh.
That's all right. Albie's a great guy.
Not if he hugs me, he's not. I'll lick the side of his face.
And he's about tall enough that when he hugs you, your face is gonna be buried right in that big long beard of his.
Mmm.
Oh, good lord. I'll be taking a piece of Albie home with me. Jared, who works for us at our vape shop today, he's like, So I was putting on my hoodie for work today, and I zipped up my beard hairs in it. Hurt like hell.
I took that stuff over to him this afternoon. And
Sean is piffing, really? Oh, you can't, really? I'm so surprised.
wow.
Well, if that's
I'm
the
hurt.
case, it
I'm
goes
hurt,
to number
Sean.
3. Number 3 is Jersey.
It's what?
Yeah, I'm not saying it again.
Say it again.
It's
Jersey.
Jersey. So whoever number 3 is has to explain what that means.
It means something.
Are you from New Jersey and you like kilograms?
That could be.
Maybe.
You are welcome.
Mhm.
So you two fine folks need to shoot me. Don't shoot me. Shoot me an email, with your screen name, real name, and that you won the infamous, and I will reply back to you promptly with your code. And again, it'll be a $25 off code, and it will amount to you paying about $1 plus shipping and handling for any of the Fallen flavors. Your choice.
Hey Jay,
Hey, yes.
you got a couple notes to write tomorrow.
That's okay. I'm not scared.
Yay.
Some
That's all right.
fine prose works from Jay.
When Wendy just said, you guys can shoot me, it reminds me of the text that Wendy sent me. It was a Facebook message, I think, and Wendy was like, I'm going to get this gun. It was like a picture of a little tiny gun. I'm going to get us these necklaces. I don't remember, but something about a gun. So Jimmy sends a message to Jay, and he's like, if Wendy gets this gun, we're getting these t-shirts, and they're bulletproof vests. Do you remember that message?
Well, I thought you were going to tell him about the one I just sent you the other night when I shot myself in the face with the water shower in the sink. I don't even know how that happened. I was just putting it back and it just shot me right in the freaking all over the place. It went everywhere.
Maybe Wendy shouldn't have a gun.
Yeah. Albie got her a rubber band gun to use during the show to shoot me, and the first three shots she hit herself with.
I don't even know how that happened.
Wendy, maybe we'll start you with a BB gun.
Paintball gun?
Yeah,
Hey, you shot a paintball gun at our 4th of July party, no?
How about a Nerf? Just a Nerf gun will do. Some nice foam bullets, you know.
Well,
Okay.
when she
So when you
picked out
shoot yourself, it hurt.
when she picked out her first gun, wasn't it like a Nightmare Before Elm Street or Nightmare
looking
Before
like
Christmas
Pink
gun?
or something.
Yeah, it was.
I'm like,
it was
what are you doing?
Yeah,
Oh, it was
Like,
so
it's not a
badass.
toy.
had lace on it.
Probably smelled like perfume.
I told my mom what I asked you about the bullets in your gun when I was asking you all those questions about your gun.
Is
And
it loaded?
I'm like, is it loaded?
Like, no, I just carried it around for fun.
Wendy, you ask
almost
funny
fell.
questions.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. You know.
Should I tell my favorite question of the week?
Go ahead.
Okay.
So, if Jay gets his metal detector, can he metal detect through concrete? What was my answer? What was my answer?
You'd have to dig it up.
You could, but you ain't gonna dig it too good.
Oh yeah.
One of the most fun things that we do is when we go over to Jimmy and Leanne's is play Cards Against Humanity. And why is that, Leanne?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so out of the 4 of us, I would say Wendy's probably the smartest, which, like, we all make fun of her for asking dumb questions. But also, out of the 4 of us, I'm sorry, Wendy, but I'm just going to put your
I'm book
secrets out
smart.
there.
It's okay.
Oh no, this is worse than that. So out of the 4 of us, Wendy's probably the biggest freak. Seriously, you wouldn't expect it. Hello, package.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome. So
Now I get
Right,
the
just
apology.
like- you're welcome. So when you play Cards Against Humanity against Wendy, it doesn't matter what it is, she turns bright red, and she can't read the card, like, kind of like she is right now, but it's worse. So you try to give her the most embarrassing cards. It is so
She
much
can't read
fun.
'em.
No, she can't. She's like, penis. Like, it's just great. It's so funny. Like, the big black dick is always like
Tell him, Wendy.
against humanity with
Tell
that.
him, Wendy. You're better at acting those things out than talking about them, right?
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
never doing this show again. You guys will never see Wendy.
Oh, after 3 years, our viewers have so many different things over on Wendy. Like,
Really?
oh,
So it's-
I promise you,
She
somebody's
always
going to
keeps
start
me
typing
up.
stuff in here that'll get Wendy's going here.
Like anything's possible.
Yeah.
right.
The hand of the crock pot, the fish
Oh.
under the mattress, the
Oh, the fish.
Mike Hawk.
Mike Cock.
I remember the Mike Hawk.
So,
Oh, yeah.
well, listen, we're gonna let you guys go. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on.
Do we have to go? It's fun.
You don't have to. You could stay all night if you want.
Excellent. I'm going to make myself a drink. Sure.
She's not kidding.
No, she's not.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Oh, my goodness.
Wendy, you're a little flustered
Warm?
over there, a little red.
Yes.
Riz, when are we gonna see you again?
Who, me?
Riz.
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 Oh.
Oh, Riz.
C-Nut.
Speak up, Riz.
I haven't seen Riz since we were out in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw Riz.
Yeah.
Riz doesn't know.
Riz, do you live in Pittsburgh? Jay
I know-
should know this.
I know
Riz
she.
sent-
I
Jay
just,
sent Riz
I
a
just sent her
package.
stuff. Wait. Where? No, it's not in Pittsburgh, but I think it's by Pittsburgh.
Oh, my.
About an hour east. There you go.
I lived in Pittsburgh for a while. Yeah, I almost died in Pittsburgh in a fire.
Jesus.
I moved to Pittsburgh and I moved all my stuff up to the second floor of my apartment. I had the second and third floor. And it was late at night, so I just went to bed and I woke up being dragged out by the fire department. Somebody cut the electrical wires in the basement and started an electrical fire.
Damn.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Riz almost died in Pittsburgh too, hence the one leg.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's a weird place. It
That's,
kind of like
yeah. Let's
it,
go.
it just gets rid of the overpopulation or something. I'm convinced of it.
It's like
Was she
Darwin.
with me when I drove through Pittsburgh?
Were you with Leanne when she drove in Pittsburgh and tried to go down the one-way highway?
The
No,
wrong
I was not
way.
on that trip. That was PJ.
That
I've
was
been with you.
interesting.
I've been with you guys in Pittsburgh. We went to Permanis there.
He wasn't with us?
Not on that trip.
Oh man, you're lucky. I had like a big red Ford Expedition and it fit like, I think it was supposed to fit like 7 people and we fit like 10. We had like 2 people in the trunk and stuff. So,
So in Pittsburgh, the highways have, like, sometimes during the day they go one direction and sometimes during the day they go the other direction to keep the traffic going during rush hour.
sometimes you're Leanne and you don't pay attention to
So
what direction.
Leanne tried to turn onto the road the wrong way
Into
into
the-
oncoming traffic on a highway.
With
And
10 of us
I'm-
in the car.
And I'm yelling at her, "You can't go that way," and she was telling me to shut up, and it was a big thing.
Like usual. Uh-huh.
Damn.
It's okay, I went the other direction. Eventually.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm awesome to drive with.
Good lord.
Riz, it's okay. Leanne's father's a biker, and my real dad's a biker also.
Oh, somebody said the rumor has it will be another show next Wednesday. Is that next week already?
That is.
I did hear something about that, too.
You guys will be over on Vape TV
Beebs
on Beebs and
Boo
Boo Show. Yep.
Nice. I won't tell anybody about Beeb's love of sex toys as well. I mean, I didn't say that about Wendy. Never mind.
I think, honest. I was just gonna say everybody already knew that about Beeves.
Oh
I'm
my
just kidding,
goodness.
Wendy. Aw.
Yeah, they'll be
Now
over
you
on
just-
Vaping Mayhem, and I think Riz, correct me if I'm wrong. I think their show starts at 8.
Oh boy.
I love you, Wendy. There you go, I said it.
Jay, you'll have to remind me. You know how I get.
I will definitely do
It is old
that.
age.
I can't keep track of everything.
You guys actually will be making a little vape show tour because you'll also be on Amy and Amber's show in 2 weeks.
Really?
And I believe we're doing
I did not know this.
Donnie's show coming up too.
Wow.
I see. I wasn't aware of Donnie's. I knew you'd probably do Donnie's. I just didn't know it was scheduled. So.
And I'd like to do Rich's.
And Rich said you are welcome on any Thursday. Actually,
Do you think I should try to get Josh to come back for a show?
Ooh, that would
He-
be
Just one
awesome.
show.
Did he let you know he got accepted to?
He did. I'm so excited for him.
He got accepted for a internship in France. So
Is he gonna go?
Yes.
Wow. That's so cool.
And that's amazing. That was originally my career path when I was in high school.
Mine was an elementary school teacher.
I did 2 years of culinary arts vocational tech and actually had a scholarship to Baltimore Culinary Institute and then decided to do other things with my life, but we won't talk about that.
I get
Jimmy
to
has
see
to
you
do everything.
in a classroom.
I have to learn everything. That's my fault. I have to learn how everything works and why it works and stuff like that. I was the kid that took apart alarm clocks and tried to figure out how to put them back together.
Yes. Jimmy, over the course of, we've been together for 12 years.
12 years.
I know, right?
Can't believe I
Neither
put
one of
up
us
with
is
that
dead yet. I don't even know how many things we were.
This is the longest I've lived in an area.
That's
My whole life.
right.
12 years.
Because being married is also like being in prison. You can't really go anywhere.
well, once you buy the house, it's just kind of hard to just up and move. Then
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. My parents did it. It's hard for me to stay in one place.
See, I got that from my father being in the military, and then me being in the military. I've moved and done a lot of like you. I've had a lot of different career paths. You still have this knack of surprising me every now and then with these stories of things that you've done. But I think I'm most impressed by obviously your current career path, and then closely followed by the photography thing. I've seen some of your photography, and just you it's another thing that you just excel at, man.
It's the rough way to make a living. Riz, me too. I'm Hungarian and Polish, mostly Polish, but I got that Hungarian gypsy gene.
I think the reason that you're so good at both photography and this is it's passion. It's a lot of things that you've done. I mean, you wanted to be a landscaper. At one point, we had a landscape company because he used to do it in Florida when he was like 20 years younger. Completely different. But
Plus doing a landscaping company in Florida is much different than doing a landscaping company in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's kind of seasonal in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, totally different. Totally different plants, totally different whole spring and fall cleanup and stuff like that. It was totally different. But yeah, I have to try everything. I never want to have a regret of what if.
see, yeah, I find my comfort.
I'm a
now.
dreamer. She's a realist.
Completely. We literally, right now, the house that we live in is directly next door to the house that I grew up in. Where, I mean, I don't go far. Jimmy's made life a lot more interesting and I think better for me than it would have been had I been left to my own devices. Because I'll just find one little thing that I'm good at and stay there. Yeah, you're pretty awesome.
I'm pretty surprising.
I'm not going to tell you that a lot because your head will get all big and shit. But
Yeah, it's already great.
But yeah, you know, exactly. I think that's why you guys complement each other so well, is because you know it's the whole opposites attract thing. But then you guys are like Wendy and I in the fact that you guys have a lot that you are very, very in common with, you know, and you very much see eye to eye about on, and that's Wendy and I. You know, we have these opposites with us, but we have more that we do, you know, see eye to eye on and do agree with and do enjoy together, you know. So
The freak stuff.
yeah, well, definitely, of course, you know that. Poor Wendy. Hold All Tickets said that we want you to move to Lansford. No, actually, they've been trying to get us to move up to Music where they're at. So they don't want to move to
Trust
Lansford.
me, they'd rather live here.
Lansford's the meth capital of Northeast Pennsylvania.
Pretty close, yeah.
I think, you know, a lot of it too is I'm very decisive. If I get, no, I don't have much hair.
Oh, I'll tell you a story about that too.
If I get an idea, I go with it right away. I don't hold back, and you know, there's been times that Leon has said, "Wait, think about this," and then I've regretted not making my decision right when I made my decision. A lot of times I think of something and I just do it, and it's usually the right decision, or hopefully it's the right decision.
But about, does Jimmy have hair? Jimmy has hair on his face, but no, Jimmy is bald. And when Jimmy was younger, the son of a preacher... Ooh, sorry, our cats just did something weird. They're chasing each other, sorry. Okay, so Jimmy's the son of a preacher and decided to be all like, what is that word?
Rebellious?
There you go, thank you. He got tattoos on his head. There was a big face on the back of his head and a samurai on the side of his head. So my dad is a military, he was a military policeman, a dog handler in the Army, and he's kind of super strict and stuff. So when we were getting married, it was like a week before our wedding, and we still didn't tell him that Jimmy had like tattoos all over his head and stuff.
For 2 years, I wore a hat every time I was around him.
Every day. So we tried, I mean, like, we put makeup on his head. Like, we tried everything to cover up the fact that he has faces on the back of his head and he can't grow hair. And finally, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 days before our wedding, I was like, Dad, I have something to tell you about Jimmy. And he's like, okay. I'm like, so he has tattoos on his head. And he's like, that's why he's always worn hats for the last 2 years. I'm like, yeah.
Okay. But when I went to ask for his blessing to marry you, first of all, he's former military police canine. He is a very tall, very intimidating man.
He prides himself on that.
He was sitting with his gun cabinet, and we talked, and he asked me a lot of questions, and I had told, well, actually, he said, he asked if I was coming over to ask about a job, because he thought I wanted to work where he was working.
The cats are attacking each other.
And
hey!
So I said, no, I'm actually here to ask for your blessing to marry your daughter. And his response, in the exact words, were, "You didn't ask to fucking marry, or you didn't ask to fucking move in with her. Why are you asking to fucking marry her?"
I didn't know there was a fucking in there.
I believe that was.
Nice.
It might have only been one fucking, but yeah. So you know, the whole situation at the time is I didn't plan on moving in with her. I still paid rent on my apartment, and
Why are the cats?
I told him that. I said, I didn't plan to move in with your daughter. I'm working 80 hours a week running a company for somebody else, and I get home at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I go over and see her and fall asleep and stuff like that. But he asked me a lot of questions, and he welcomed me to the family, and that was the end of that. And I think we have a pretty good relationship, me and your father.
He's like your favorite now. Or no, you're his favorite. He's not your favorite. I'm your favorite.
I mean, when he came to us, he asked us to take care of Leanne's grandfather for the last. We took care of him for
Years.
2.5 years.
He. Yeah.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we did that for him. And I think that was a lot of respect that he gained for us.
He was
take care of his own father for him.
He had Alzheimer's. My grandfather had Alzheimer's and diabetes. He lost a toe and then eventually part of his foot. And he was incontinent, which was probably the worst part. But yeah, he lived with us for 2.5 years. We took care of him every single day, and we both worked full-time jobs at the same time. It was hard, but
it was very hard, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No.
Those 2.5 years that we spent with her grandfather were probably, that's something you can't. That's what families are supposed to do.
Yeah, it was difficult. I wouldn't want to do it again,
but I wouldn't change it either.
I wouldn't have not done it. He was super
able
cool.
to spend. They told us 6 months was all he had to be able to live in his own house, and we were able to let him live in his own house for 2.5 years,
which was cool. And he also called Jimmy. His
best friend Jimmy James.
Yep. Every time he came in the house, he'd be like, "There's my best friend Jimmy James."
And see, and this is why I'm glad I have you guys on the show tonight, because this is the side of you guys that I wish everybody could see. I have the utmost respect for your dad, you know that. But your dad is very set. He's very old-fashioned and very set in his ways.
Well, you got to think he's never touched a drug, never touched tobacco, and very seldom has touched alcohol. And with him,
very strict.
There's no gray. There's no gray area. It's white or black.
Yep.
Military police, and it's interesting dynamic, I guess.
It was really difficult to be me younger. I wasn't. I'm the youngest of 3. I have 2 older brothers, so I was the only girl and the baby. So I had friends that I would go to the semi with, not boyfriends and stuff, but even friends, man, word got out at my school, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to semi with Leanne. You have to go ask your dad." My one friend Dave came into our house. My dad sat him on the couch. Was how the dads always say, "I'm gonna be cleaning my gun when somebody asks to take my gun around." No, he did that. It was really bad. So he was really scary. It was really funny. I remember my first boyfriend, he actually put 2 pillows in between us on the couch, and he's like, "Joe, cross the pillows." Oh my God.
Her father is very intimidating. He is a biker, and
he's a big guy.
He is a very big guy, and but once you get to know him, he is a very loyal person and a very great guy.
Yeah, if you get his trust and earn his trust and keep it, because I lost it once when I was 17, I would not recommend that.
My favorite story about your dad was one day we were at work, and I walked into the room, and your brother and your dad were talking, and your dad says, "Jay, would you ever ask your wife out on a date?" And I said, "Yeah, of course." And he goes, "No, that's why I got married. I don't date. You're doing it wrong." I was like, "Oh, okay."
and my brother asked you, what was the weird ass question that my brother asked you? My brother is
her brother.
He's an interesting guy. He really is. Would you rather have a tail?
Tail or wings? Who asked that question? Jay, would you rather have a tail or wings?
But then it came out that the tail would have a hand on it. So really, you'd have 3 hands.
The best question he ever asked me, he goes, "Jay, if you could name yourself anything in the world and you wanted to name yourself the sound a gorilla makes, what would that be?" Or how would you spell that? That's what he said. How would you spell that?
Oh my God.
So now you guys know why I enjoy working there so much.
And my other brother's normal. He doesn't come and see us.
Yeah, her other brother's like Ivy College.
Yeah. He went to Cornell and graduated with honors and stuff. We don't have much in common. Like one horse
Exactly. That's something he would ask.
He just, I don't know, like, he just thinks of the most random shit, and you're like, Dave, I don't understand what your question is. But the gorilla sound was great. That was a good one.
That was, So it definitely is always an adventure at work, that's for sure. So.
And they just stop in at random. Like, we'll be in the middle of a busy day, and they'll just show up at the warehouse, and they'll, like...
My mom called me, it was like 2 days ago, or was it yesterday, Jay, when I called you, and I'm like, my mom called me, and her computer screen went sideways, and she needs to understand how it went sideways, and how to turn it back. She tried to flip it like her cell phone, and it didn't work.
You didn't tell me that part. That's classic.
Oh my god.
But my parents, like, they're
Riz.
salt of the earth people. They're awesome. They really are. It's just funny.
Riz, I think he was probably, at one point, experimenting with something from the 70s, and he's kind of stuck.
It's like flashbacks.
Oh my.
But he's super happy. My brother is a super happy person. He's all about love and light.
And he wasn't always that way.
No, so whatever it is that made him super happy, like, yay, because he's always happy now. He's like, because, you know, like, you get pissed off and you're like, oh, I hate this, and he's like, you don't want to have hate. Like, love. Love is the way to go, man. Like, love. And you're like, fuck that shit. And he's like, no, don't say that. That was like me yesterday when I was yelling at the website.
He's a good guy. He'll
Really,
just ask you those weird questions for hours upon hours if you let him.
He's another one of those guys that would do anything in the world for anybody. You know, just.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, everybody, like, pretty much everybody, I think, that we surround ourselves with, we've come to a point in our life where we don't really surround ourselves with negativity and drama. I mean, we've all had enough of that in our life at some point, and it's just not worth it. So, yeah, we try to have fun. I mean, there are days that we're shitty. There are days that I'm shitty. Let's do it that way. Everybody else is pretty good. But for the most part, I mean, if you can't laugh and have a good time, it's... And you wouldn't expect that out of Jimmy, because this is his smile right there. There it is.
Oh, look, he smiled.
Because everybody always thinks he's mean or he's angry, and he's not. He's perfectly happy.
They had that meme a while ago over on Infamous. Jimmy's happy face, Jimmy's sad face, Jimmy's angry face, and it was all the same picture.
That was a great meme.
Oh my goodness.
Other than being a
have
saint.
any other flaws?
Does Jay have any other flaws? Is that a question?
Yeah,
Oh, they're digging
besides
for
being
dirt
a
on
Saints
Jay.
fan.
Wow.
I mean, that's the biggest
It's
fan.
alright,
That's
Hold.
the biggest,
It's alright, Hold.
biggest flaw you could have.
Jay's flaws. This is a fun question.
This is fun for me too.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be back.
Oh, yes. Jay will always say to me, and I swear, I think I've broken of the habit. Do you have a moment? Can I call you in a moment? Do you have a moment? Why'd you take your headphones off? Get back here!
He doesn't want to. He's like, la 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 la, no flaws, no flaws.
Moment. I'm like, what are you, British? I don't understand.
Do you have a moment?
A moment, all the time. He either calls me ma'am, which he still does. I can't break him of that habit, which I guess is a good
Call me
habit,
ma'am.
technically. But fucking moment, man. Oh, god damn it.
What was that?
Do you have a moment?
I feel like I need a beer for this.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, the moment thing. I don't know why that bothers you so much. I stopped using it.
Because you're
though.
not
Have you noticed that?
British.
Or like an old lady. Like, I don't get it.
I have stopped using it. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Would you like some tea and crumpets?
I'm expecting to have a little teacup, little china, little...
It's really strange.
I'm one of these. You've seen those people that like go into a coma and wake up and have like the British accent. That's me. It's coming.
Oh, great.
True story.
Shades of Jay.
Yeah.
Jay or Joe, why were we having a shitty day?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what that is. I don't know. New Jersey. Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We apologize for that.
Can we really call that an expo?
But yeah,
Oh my god.
New Jersey shit show would be
Yeah.
more like it, and yeah.
I was
The pavilion.
probably out at the vaping pavilion.
Yeah.
Next to the dumpster that smelled like filth.
Man, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We
Everybody
all
tried
wanted
to
to get-
forget about that. So.
Wow.
Ooh, I know something bad about Wendy too. Not bad like dirty, like your regular life, but no.
Look how nice Wendy looks tonight.
I know, she's beautiful. She's always
Aw.
beautiful. I've never seen Wendy look bad ever, not once. But anyway,
Jay, you know you're fucking
neither.
lucky.
yeah,
I
you
am,
totally
dude.
are.
I.
Still gonna say it.
You're damn right I am.
I
I don't-
You would think out of the two of them when they're
Chlorof-
not on time that it would be Jay, and it's not.
It's
It's
Wendy
Wendy.
that's not on
I
time?
have
Yes.
a tardiness problem.
Don't you remember when we were in Las Vegas? We sent them a message and we're like, "We're gonna leave our room now," and they're like, "Okay, we're coming. I just have to tie my shoes." And like, remember 8 minutes later, you're like, "I'm pressing the elevator down button." So I'm sending her a message. I'm like, "How the fuck long are your shoelaces?"
That's a true story.
I'm coming.
Wait a second.
What? What?
Tying your shoes.
Oh.
I
Oh,
was coming.
Is that what the kids call it nowadays?
Oh. Remember in
I must have
Punta
spelled
Cana,
it
let's not
wrong.
get a room next to theirs.
Oh, I don't know about
Listen.
an angel. Hold all tickets.
Listen, chloroform works wonders. That's all I got to say.
Oh, you guys are
Hey
too
Jay,
Yes.
when I was in Punta Cana. Was
Yes.
it in Punta Cana?
I don't know what you're gonna say. I'm kind of concerned.
Yes.
Somebody didn't wake up for work on time.
I did oversleep one day.
Oh, that wasn't Punta Cana.
Yep.
Every once in a while, Jay will do something fucked up, but he's still better than
Who the
most.
fuck still uses a regular alarm clock? They use their phone.
I said you better send him a picture because I don't think they're going to believe you.
I normally do use my phone.
He
but
did send
my
me a
phone,
picture.
My phone was downstairs,
look.
unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
That's
And then
Wendy's
when Jay
clock.
was, before we went to Punta Cana, Jay was really, really, really sick. And I'm like, dude, don't come to work. You get me sick, I'll kill you. But he couldn't come to work because he was that sick for an entire week. He comes on Monday and he's like, here's my doctor's note.
Did he bring a doctor's note?
I threw it
did.
away the other day. It was on my desk.
It still sits.
Damn right, you better bring a doctor's note.
Still sits on the desk.
I'm like, right, because I totally thought that you were faking it.
And
you
it-
big fat pansy.
And then Jimmy refused to come into work when I came back because he still didn't want to get sick and miss his trip. So he took the whole week off.
He took the week off. You didn't see him for like a month.
Yo,
It was a good month from the time I took off till you got back from
And then he took off, then they
pre-vacation.
went.
Time he
They
took
came-
off. See, it wasn't even the time I was sick. It was the time he took off.
no,
To keep you
see,
from
yeah,
getting
he
sick.
wasn't sick.
I
That was
was
probably a recording of when he was sick back in the day.
Real hard for you to
actually,
get a
if you look-
doctor's note, isn't it?
if you look at the doctor's note, it does look a lot like my handwriting.
He
You know
seriously
what?
was sick.
Danimal 40 is correct. You are unloading that truck by yourself.
He's going to be early. I'm kicking him out of here early.
Riz, I didn't get sick at all so far, so hopefully,
Don't jinx yourself now.
yeah, hopefully,
You'll be sick tomorrow.
no, hopefully I'm not sick tomorrow.
Jay was sick, signed Jay's mom.
Riz, that's awesome.
Please excuse Jay from class today.
Wendy signed my sick note.
Jay couldn't participate in recess that day.
Please put Jay in a safe place and give him a coloring book.
Oh my god.
He can't use
Albie wrote the note.
Oh my god.
Is that why it said Saints suck on the bottom? That makes
Yeah,
a lot of
that's why you can't read it because Albie wrote it.
Jay's team didn't make the playoffs. He can't come to work this week.
Oh my god.
It's alright. I don't mind. It's okay. So
I don't even know how to segue into doing another giveaway from a different sponsor because this is just too damn much fun.
Just do it. Do it right now.
well,
Be
you know
quiet.
what?
I can do it.
Here. Wait. We'll
Do it right now, and then put the infamous code back up.
We'll do it this way. we will talk about a sponsor that you were very familiar with. How's that?
Yes.
How about some sinking ship?
Yes.
Kenny.
Do you have some
I
kind
love
things to
Kenny.
say about Kenny?
I love Kenny now.
Maybe we
That's
should
a
do
story
another
for
giveaway.
another day.
Kenny
knows
made me a
that
video
story.
from his bed.
Kenny, it's not nothing behind his back. He knows the story. He understands the story. Our first time meeting Kenny wasn't a pleasant experience, but he was having a rough day.
Correct.
Aw.
But
Every
Kenny
time
is the
since
type.
then.
Kenny is a very good friend of ours, and would do anything for anybody. He's a great guy. If anybody tells him I fucking said that,
No infamous for you.
Kenny is awesome guy. I actually tried calling him to see if maybe he wanted to pop on the show tonight while you guys were on, but
it was incredible.
as per Kenny, I'll call you back in an hour. That was
Oh my gosh,
that was
you
9 hours ago.
Anytime.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kenny time. That's the bad thing about Kenny. Kenny time.
Kenny's
Now
time
play
is I'll be there at 1:00 and show up at 8:30.
That's worse
Yeah.
than me. And
like
that's,
time
you know,
a lot, right? His shoelaces must be totally, really,
really
long,
long.
right?
But like when we went to Vegas, Kenny was supposed to stay overnight with us and fly out with us the next day. So Kenny was supposed to be here at 6:00 that evening to have dinner with us. 6:00 rolls around, he's not here. I called him at like 6:30. He said, "Yeah, dude, I overslept. I'm on my way." 8:00, he's still out here. 10:00, I'm calling him. Kenny, yeah, dude, I'm heading out the house right now. 2:30 in the morning, he finally showed up.
That's completely Kenny time.
I love Kenny, man. He's just awesome. So, but what are we doing for Kenny tonight, Miss Wendy?
We are doing 2 giveaways. We're doing 2 winners, 160 mil per winner, for about $3. What?
I just read Riz's comment. Kenny, last name a bunch of vowels with a consonant thrown in. Singing shit.
Kenny will send the winners a code for
No,
a 60 ml bottle for roughly about $3.26.
Just to remind everybody what the flavors are. Abyss, I've talked about a lot. Abyss is probably, like I said, my top 3-4 all-time favorite custards. It's a blend of 15 different spices, nut blends, custards. Perfect Storm is his take on the gummy peach rings. SOS is his take on the Runts candy. I know that's a huge favorite of Albie's, so you might want to take that. Yeah, I don't know. The Sparrow is his chocolate-covered strawberries. Black Pearl is a custard with a coconut or a pineapple blend. And Lost Soul is a peaches and ice cream. Abyss is fantastic. So that is the sinking ship line. Boop, boop,
Shall
boop,
I
boop.
do randoms?
You shall.
I shall.
Look at our cat. You suck.
Kitty?
Gizzy!
He's gonna Gizmo. Hi, Izzy. What you doing, bud? Daddy's got you upside down. Come here.
It's the only cat in the world that doesn't like its belly rubbed.
Oh
no.
It will attack you.
Oh, yes.
Gizmo.
That cat drew
Izzy,
blood,
look here.
seriously.
There he is.
Kitty,
Hey,
kitty.
baby. He's such a good boy.
Oh, look. Vaping Underground and Nightbot were numbers 1
Oh,
and 2.
you gotta be kidding me. I gotta pull that. Hold on.
Kitty, kitty,
Is that
kitty.
Darth Vapor from locally from?
Yes.
So?
That is exactly who you think it is.
He never comes and sees me anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think Gizmo is a main character.
No, he's just a big cat.
Just a big fatty. Come here, Gizmo.
Fatty.
So
I can't
Vaping
let you
Underground and Nightbot won.
Yeah, apparently so. So it goes to Joanne and John.
You wanna get down, bud? You gotta go over there.
And then you, Wendy.
Ooh.
My body.
So, what else can we say about Kenny there, Jimmy?
Good luck, Jim.
Sorry, I was looking
I
at
want
a
another video.
message. I got that message from whoever ordered that needed to change their address.
Oh.
So
Joanne,
Jay will see that tomorrow.
congratulated Nightbot. John is piffing. Joanne is piffing because she won it recently. And so Joanne
What
and
is
John both basically.
Sinking ship.
So it goes to me,
Kenny,
and
Kenny
you know,
time.
obviously I'm going to piff, so then it would go to Aaron and T-Bolt.
Shit, I didn't win.
You should do it from the bottom up.
Oh, we could mix things up.
Started from the bottom.
Start from the bottom, and now you're here.
Aaron.
Hey, do we have one more giveaway code?
Do
We
we?
do.
Mm.
I think I put in 3 by accident.
There is
It'll
one
be
more.
one for every hour we're on the show.
Aaron is wowing, and T-Bolt just won, so it goes to Emily Lawson. So Aaron, you're a yes.
I hope we get to see Riz soon.
Where does Riz live? I was out of the...
About an hour east of Pittsburgh, so closer to us.
Oh, like... By Cranberry?
No, that would...
That's
You're not
east.
by Cranberry, are you, Riz? It's not east, is it?
I don't know.
Emily.
Let's see what she says.
Emily, it's sinking ship. 60 mil for about $3.
The eyeglass area.
No joke. My, another buddy of mine, he was managing the Papa John's there when I met him. He now owns three different pizza companies in Pittsburgh. One of them in Bloomsfield? Yeah.
I don't remember.
The other one is in North Park, and I can't remember where the other one is.
Riz is 4 hours and 10 minutes from us.
Oh, Riz is close.
Wow.
Just so you know. In case you're ever wondering.
We need to get Riz to come visit the shop.
There you go. Come visit the shop.
There's another sponsor that I think might be near and dear to these guys.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Do you want to do that one?
I think Riz and your dad would get along really well. Being that they're, both bikers and stuff.
Riz says she has a vehicle that might make it that far. We're gonna have to drive. We're gonna have to drive her
It's up
back.
to you.
But
It's a one-way trip.
she's moving in next.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe you can go home via Mexico and stay in one of those pods. Great.
Oh my god.
So you mind giving your opinion on one other friend of yours?
Uh-oh. Depends on the front.
Depends who it is.
Depends
Can
on
you
who it
whisper
is.
Text it to me. Now go ahead.
Your buddy Rocky.
Rocky, I was talking to him today.
They're cool too. Rocky's cool. Cat's cool. They're all really super nice.
I hadn't talked to him in a while, and we were messaging actually today when I got home from work. I was trying to talk him into going to Punta Cana in October.
Oh, that would be awesome. I know
Yeah,
you.
but Rocky won't stay in a Howard Johnson, Jay. I mean, Wendy. I hope.
I bet he won't.
So we've talked a lot about Rocket Sheep in the past, and I know you were vaping Taurus there for quite a while. That you were a big fan of that.
He makes great juice.
He does.
I think he's way underrated.
That I
And
agree with.
he's a very great guy.
You said it before. You guys have kind of surrounded yourselves with people who are just salt of the earth type people, the kind that would do anything for anybody. And Rocky definitely fits that bill. Both Rocky and Kat, they're just awesome folks.
I should go get my rocket sheep.
Oh, you
Yeah,
should,
go get your
yeah. See, she has one. You don't have one, Wendy. We have to get you one of these.
What?
She has a Rocket Sheep.
She has a rocket sheep?
Sheep.
I want a rocket sheep.
When I started Infamous, I told people I just want people that are honest and loyal around me, and positive. If somebody didn't like anything that that I made, I wanted to know that. I didn't want them to say, "Oh yeah, this is great," and everybody that we surround ourselves has always been like that.
It's it is hard, especially if they're friends. It's hard sometimes to give honest feedback, and I think that's one thing I think that I could say definitely about PJ and me as well is that when you'd make something if we
If you
thought
didn't like it, you tell me, and that's all I want.
we tell you, or if we thought you need to bring this note up or you need to take that note down, we tell you, and you took constructive criticism better than most people ever do. And so
And
yeah.
I have no problem putting people in their place if it doesn't look like it's part of my vision of the way things should go. I'm the same way. I'm blunt and to the point, and I expect the same thing when people are talking to me.
Yeah, and I know when you first started out, you became great friends with folks that are well known in the industry now that weren't at the time. Like Corey from Boosted. At the time he wasn't.
Corey was a very big motivator in the beginning. He was the one that pushed me to start the company. When I was doing DIY, in my back room of my house, he was the first person that got stuff to try, and he's the one that said, "Look, you need to get this stuff on the market." I mean, everybody knows who Boosted is, and those are the type of people I've surrounded myself with.
I think this is
were we still talking about Rocket Chief or no?
Yeah, we were just talking about some other things too.
So, go ahead, Jay.
Did you get your sheep?
I did. So Jimmy has an aunt she's like a quilter, yarn kind of lady. She makes her own yarn. It's crazy. She takes this like fluffy stuff.
My aunt has 2 master's degrees. One of them is in textile design. She studied in Paris and stuff like that. So she designs all her own clothing, and she also knits and does her own yarn and everything. But she really likes sheep. But she only likes certain kinds of sheeps.
So Jimmy asked Rocky and Kat from Rocket Sheep to send out a sheep so that Jimmy can give it to his aunt, and they did, and it was awesome. And they came to the house, and I was like, "Oh, a sheep! I love it!" And Jimmy's like, "That's not for you." And I'm like, "What the crap?
Hands off!"
Like, I love it.
It was for my aunt because her husband had just passed away from cancer.
Yeah. Which she loved it.
And it's very hard to find something for my aunt.
Right. So Rocky and Kat graciously sent that out for her, and then when they found out that I wanted to steal it from a woman whose husband just died, which isn't very nice, they sent me out another one, and this is my Rocket Sheep. I love him. He's so soft. But here's the thing, okay, so I am not a small person, so I have a big fat ass, right? So I sit in my chair, and this Rocket Sheep was on my chair, right? And so the Rocket Sheep has 2 legs. Well, okay, so that he used to have 2 legs, because at one point I sat on his leg, and I tried to pick him up, and I ripped his leg off.
Oh my god!
So this particular Rocket Sheep only has 1. His leg is in my living room, though. It's right behind my chair. Because every once in a while, when Jimmy pisses me off, I throw the leg at him.
I can sew that for you if you want.
Excellent. Yeah, I don't know how to sew. So that's
or if Rocky or Kat are watching, we need another sheep.
Oh, we can send this one to Riz.
I was just gonna say that. See, Debbie said, "Did you name it Riz?" I was just gonna say we should send that to Riz.
I will now. If Rocky and Kat give me another one, I will send that one to Riz.
I can't make anything new. Someone was asking for hazelnut custard. I legally can't make anything new and bring it to market right now. But if things change, I would definitely consider it.
I remember at one point Jimmy was trying to come up with a couple different flavors, so I was giving him suggestions, and finally Jimmy goes, "Why don't you stick to selling it? I'll do the making."
You're right.
All right, so let's give away a couple things from Rocket Sheep.
Rocket sheeps. All right.
I know somebody mentioned the AU. I absolutely love the AU from that line. It's the lemon bar. And I think we have 2 bottles of AU to give away tonight, don't we?
Well, that depends on what the winner picks. So I'm gonna do the drawing.
In my opinion, what is the best custard out of all the lines? I don't even have to answer this.
Key lime menthol.
Jimmy and Leanne can answer what my favorite custard out of all the lines are.
That would be West Coast Chino for the win.
That would be right. I have vaped that almost daily for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, before he knew and loved us.
He
knew us, he just didn't love us.
I used to hit up Jimmy all the time. Jimmy, can I buy a couple 120s off you? And he would never take my damn money.
And yes, I'm sorry. I don't know who that person's name is, but yes, it's a federal regulation.
Yeah, it's a federal.
That's part of the August 8th regulations.
Winners are up to.
Oh.
Are they?
Yes.
Well, let me just take care of that. Nightbot wins again. That lucky bastard.
Nightbot is lucky.
And the real Sean again.
Yes. The real Sean and Aussie. Would you like is it a 60 mil? I believe it is a 60 mil of Rocket Sheep. It's a code. It ends up that you pay about $5 top to bottom for a 60 mil of Rocket Sheep.
Is it also bottom to top?
Bottom to the top and the top to the bottom.
Oh, we should get Wendy to sing old school rap.
I hear she's really good at it.
She totally is.
I have
the
many
master.
skill sets. Yes.
Hey, does anybody know that Jay's ringtone is Biggie Smalls? I love it when you call me Big Papa.
That's right.
Even though he's the sales manager for Infamous and gives people his personal cell phone
Oh,
number.
you know what? I never even thought of that. Damn it. Now I gotta change it. Thanks. Great. Actually, I have had some of our shops say, "What'd you pick up for us?" Listening to that.
Well, the
At
real
least
Sean,
they get your personality then.
Aussie is one of the winners as well because Nightbot obviously can't win. So, you can win again because it's a different liquid if you'd like to take it. So before you piff, because it'll go to the next one under Aussie.
No, that's just when you call me, Darth.
Darth Vader.
That's just when you call me. See,
Darth, hit me up on Instagram so I can talk to you. I'd like to see you soon.
see now you know, because you said that, I have to change my ringtone now.
No, I like your ringtone.
Please don't change it to whatever Wendy's shit-ass ringtone
Oh my
is.
God, Wendy picks the worst freaking. For the longest time, what was it? It was hello.
Halloween, this
Hello.
Oh, I love
Halloween.
that one. Wendy, keep that one. The Halloween one by Korn.
And then,
Yes.
hello.
Yeah, keep that one, please.
Is
I'll
it-
call you all the time.
No, it's not the corn version though, Jimmy.
Oh.
No.
Well, I
didn't
like
know
them
there was
both.
And then it was hello from Lionel Richie for the longest time.
Yes, and then she makes you listen to it up until the last minute when it goes to voicemail, and then she picks up and she says, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" And you're like, "F you, man. I'm never calling you again."
What can I say?
That's
It's
there
just
we go.
who I
So we were
am.
trying to pick on Wendy's faults, and we found out what they are. She's not on time, and she's got shitty taste in ringback tones.
If
But
that's
she's also
Hey,
really
that's all that's
beautiful.
wrong with
one of the
Connecticut.
one of the running jokes on this show is the fact that Wendy likes Creed and Nickelback. So
That's a
Oh,
good
Watch
reason
sorry.
for that,
Wendy.
yeah. We're still friends.
Got a
Man,
problem with that?
I remember my first ringtone. My ringback tone or whatever.
What is it?
I don't know if I should share it.
Share it. Do it up.
Cypress Hill.
Insane,
Insane in the membrane.
No. Some people tell me that I need help. Some people can fuck off and go to hell.
You should bring that back.
see, you should hear Wendy.
Yeah, my mom would love it.
You should hear Wendy do sing "Insane in a Membrane." She
No,
can.
you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Totally. That'll be like next week. It'll be
Do
we
my
can do like
Wendy.
karaoke.
Wendy, sing my favorite part from that. The part I love you when you sing.
That's good.
You know.
Hey, this is like what's it called?
What? I can't. It's not gonna be
Here,
good.
I'll take you off
I
the
can
camera.
really do it good.
I'll take you off the camera. Will that help?
You're lying.
No, look.
You're really not gonna take me off camera.
Look, you're off. There. Just give it a second.
I'm probably gonna offend somebody.
Go ahead. Do my favorite line.
What?
You know what line.
What?
The one about the
Cops
crops.
come and try and steal my crops. These pigs want to blow my house down.
Whenever that song's playing, that for whatever reason, that part she really gets into.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Not only is Jay fired, he's sleeping on the couch too.
Oh my goodness.
What would you like to talk about next, Wendy?
Not my rapping.
Do we do it?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna die. Well, why don't we? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, at least 4 more sponsors I'd like to talk about in the next half hour. And I
Anybody
did.
else I know?
Well, I'm not sure.
Let's see.
I
Yes.
did find out, however, we do not have a show following us.
No.
So if we run a smidge over, I'd be okay with that. But we both have to get up early because you have work to
Yeah,
do.
one of us has a
Jay,
truck
you better
to
be on
unload.
time.
The boss is
Yeah.
cracking a whip
Probably
tonight.
me.
I want to be able to sleep in tomorrow.
That's right. So, of the 4 that are left, do you know how familiar they might be with any of them?
Only
over
one of
the
them.
others?
Oh no, actually, only one really.
Okay, who's the one?
Mike from Spyglass.
Yes, and he was in the room, and I hope he still is.
Mike from Spyglass. I was a big, huge pain in his ass.
Yeah, we freaking loved it. I tell you what.
For a good long couple of weeks there with the August 8th regulations and what had to be done, well, what had to be done by December 31st, which is now been extended to June with federal regulations. Mike's the man. He's very
Mike is
patient.
the man.
Yeah. He's super, super patient.
Mike was of the utmost help, and again, one of those guys that would just do anything to help anybody out, you know.
Right.
So Spyglass has been a sponsor of us for a long time.
That's right.
We did tell you guys last week that they're doing their huge sale right now. The 240 mils for $49, a 500 mil for $84, and a 1,000 mil for $149.
Dang, 1,000 mils for $149. Mike's crazy.
Mike is crazy.
And I don't know if their normal OFA discount code for 40% off goes up to those jumbo-sized bottles or not. It might only be programmed for the smaller sizes, because that'd be a hell of a savings.
Right.
But we do have a special code. They are, yeah, no. They are huge, huge supporters of the show and have been gracious enough to give us that code for quite a while now. And of course, during the season when the Saints were fortunate enough to actually win a game, did a 50% off code, or 60% was it, the next day.
It's okay that you don't remember. That was a long time ago. When
Yeah,
the Saints
you know,
actually won a game.
They didn't actually have to give us the discount.
That's why he
many
gave us
times.
such a big discount, because he knew they weren't going to win many games. It's alright, I'm still yelling who dat. Screw y'all.
I know, right? The very, very cool thing about Spyglass is, as you probably saw on their website, they have this handy-dandy guide where you can mix and match their flavors, and that is completely intentional, not by accident. The original 5 flavors mixed into 10 awesome flavors, and then they added 5 more wonderful flavors. And now look at the size of this chart. I mean, it's growing in leaps and bounds. And there was somebody in here asking about a wintergreen, and I told them I had an idea, and here's like my deck of cards for them, like all the flavors, like a little cheat sheet. And this is the one I was thinking, and it is a peppermint, but I'll tell you, it tastes like gum to me. It's very minty and refreshing.
To go yell
So
at
I
the
think it
dogs.
was Hunter somebody. Hunter, are you still here? Hunter, if you're interested in a flavor like that, that might be one you want to look into. Jay's yelling at the dogs.
Well, I love the dogs.
being-
Bring them out.
Oh God, no. We still have dinner out on the stove.
Oh,
We
no,
we started an
your
hour
dog
early,
will
so
eat
we
it.
were like in a crunch to eat quickly because I was
How
upstairs
come
taking a shower.
we don't have dinner on the stove?
That's because you're a better cook than me, and you don't cook all the time.
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. You're hungry and tired all the time. If you ever ask Jimmy what he is, he's hungry or tired or both.
I realize that, Hunter, but it is minty and like gummy deliciousness. Like if you're looking for that refreshing, almost like you're chewing gum type flavor. They don't taste like those little pink things, but it's a peppermint vanilla cream, and I'm telling you, it could be right up your alley. It is so tasty.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
Mike
Vega
is
is
here.
a pineapple white
Where?
peach. Yes,
Spyglass
there he
Vapor.
Hi,
is.
Mike.
Hi.
Here.
I didn't mean any of the nice things that I said. I meant all of the nice things that I said. Aren't you glad that I have my FEI numbers and everything's done with the TPI stuff, and I don't have to ask you 1,000 questions anymore?
Mike should come visit us again.
Yes, Mike really liked his hotel here, and we went out for that really awesome dinner. What was that noise?
My phone.
It could have been him.
No,
Oh,
it
that's-
was Jimmy's phone clicked.
That's
Mike's
right.
gone.
Exactly. We need food.
That's right. We took those guys to Marcico's, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I haven't been there forever.
No, we haven't. There's a restaurant local to us. If anybody comes to visit us, we go to Marcico's, which is obnoxiously good homemade Italian food. And the mother is the waitress, and also she's also part cook, like sous chef on the weekends when the son is the waiter. And the grandmother makes little desserts, and it's awesome. Hey, there's Mike. Yeah, you should come back. We'll take you to dinner again. It'll be fun. And who is... Alright, Mike's from New Jersey, right, Mike?
No. Which Mike? This Mike?
From
Isn't he from
Spyglass?
like Texas?
No, yeah, they're from Texas.
Why do I think he lived in New Jersey at one point in his life?
I think he did live in Jersey. Yeah, he did live in Jersey at one point.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, wait a second. You're welcome.
Yeah, I sent him a message earlier, and he said it's like 66 degrees there, and I'm like, I hate you right now. And I am like freezing my tissue. I had just come in from shoveling, and I was really not in a very good mood at all.
It was like
I was right.
50 here yesterday, and then we got all that snow. I hate
And
the winter.
15 today.
That's right.
And windy. Oh, it was so windy.
That's right, Jazzy. We had a discount code for Infamous, but because you are so late into the show, you don't get it.
Oh, Jazzy, when you use your discount code, ask Jay to write you a poem about Moki and how much he loves it.
Well, I do a yeah, we'll probably do a Stanley Cup poll.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
So, again, Spyglass offers a code OFA for 40% off, and that's all the time, but not on the jumbo-sized bottles that they currently have on sale. So don't go crazy.
yeah, they're already a fantastic price, and you want
Yeah.
40% off of it?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Wow, Mike's trying to show us up with his 40% off.
40% off.
He's better than us. Buy some Spyglass. Mike's better than
Debbie,
us.
I would gladly write you a note the next time you're in the shop.
That's right. But again, they've got the mix and match information out on their website. You should take a look at some of the combinations. Don't just order one, order two. Get two to go together that make something awesome, like French cinnamon pancakes or strawberry cream apple medley. I mean,
Screw that. Order 8. You can probably get 64 flavors out of that.
you probably can.
I know. I saw their cards.
Highly recommended. The blueberry cream cake, that is awesome. And these cards are really cute too. They make my job a lot easier.
Debbie?
The Illusionist is a mystery melon. What's that?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. And the Night Mother, even though I did see some non-mint appreciating folks, is a rich dark chocolate mint, which is kind of like the those Girl Scout cookies. those really tasty Girl Scout cookies.
The
You
Thin
put in the
Mints.
freezer. Oh,
I have
so
Samoas right now.
Oh, you suck.
so many
I know.
carbs.
I left you Samoas at work. You
Oh,
little
they did
whiner.
last.
I got
Don't
one,
bring them
Jay.
home with you. Don't bring them home with you. I'm serious.
PJ ate a bunch of them today, and then he handed me the thing. Said, "Here, you want some?" I said, "You better offer Jimmy some of those first."
And Andy's candy,
Jimmy ate
yes.
one, and I ate the last 3.
Those are those ones in the green wrappers, right? Those Andy's
Yes.
candies. Jay must share the cookies.
There are
These are
no
delicious.
cookies left to be shared.
Nope, they're at my house. I'm not bringing them cookies anymore.
The Samoas are the best, though.
Seriously.
They can change the name, call them Caramel Delights all they want. They're still Samoas.
Yeah, when did that happen, by the way? When did they change from Samoas to caramel lights? Was that this year?
No, a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah, they did some crazy stuff with them. And aren't they like $4 a
It,
box
it was
now?
probably some PG thing
Yes.
where somebody got offended because it was called Samoa or.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'll eat a Samoa all day long. Yum. Not a Samoan, that's different. Jimmy doesn't
No
allow
cookies for you.
that.
So I'm going to do a random. Spyglass has given us 3 winners tonight for a $20 code for anything but the Nick Packs. Winner, of course, pays shipping, and all you have to do is send me the winner's email when I draw you to claim your code. Going to venture a guess that the code will probably expire on Tuesday, which is the usual. This is a special code. So let me grab my randomizer and grab my chatters here.
Come on, Infamous. Oh, we weren't chatting. That's why we're not winning.
Oh, you got to
You
chat
have
to
to talk
win.
with your hands, not with your mouth.
Okay, Mom.
So many things I could say to that, but I won't.
I'm not even gonna take this
Hello.
out. I'm just hitting the randomizer. All right, hey, how perfect is this? Hunter, you could try it for nearly nothing. I'm serious. If you're craving something like that, I mean, you could get anything you want, but, Hunter and Tiger, they kind of go together, don't they?
I think they're
Nice.
I think they're
I think it might be
conspiring.
illegal.
Hunter and Tiger and Jimmy, Spyglass Vapor. I'll send you anything you want, Jimmy. Send me warm fucking weather, man.
Actually, it's 3, so Hunter's first, Tiger, and Disturbed. I'm so used to just doing 2.
Look, Spyglass almost
Hunter
won.
is nice. Yes, Hunter.
Debbie, you've never heard of Spyglass? They actually, they were up in our area. They hung out with us at the shop one day, and they're super awesome guys. You should try their stuff. For real.
When does Debbie come in?
Debbie comes in on Fridays with Chad.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Debbie was here last Friday. And then before that, Debbie was here the day that I was wrapping all your Christmas presents at the vape shop because Christmas presents aren't allowed to be in the house before Christmas because you find them and you make me open them.
No, that's not true. I find them and guess what they are.
This is true. You shake them and guess what they are.
There was no chance in hell you would have guessed this year.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Finally! Haha.
It only took 10 years.
Yeah,
So
12.
so your 50th birthday should be out of this freaking world.
Crap, I have the top 40.
It's another 10
Great.
years, Jay.
every
You might
10
not live that long.
Oh hell yeah.
Thanks.
He'll outlive
That's-
all of us.
Because you're living with me. You might not live that long.
Oh my god.
All right, so we got it.
I saw Hunter and I saw Disturbed. I did not see Tiger. And Tiger, if I missed you, please speak up. Because I don't want this one to get away. And I might have missed it while I was looking at chat. So I apologize if I did. I saw something about Keebler, but I didn't see anything about the win. There it is. Oh, you won last week. Oh. I feel bad. Okay. Well then that would go to... No, it's a code for $20 on anything except for nicotine. So it would go to John.
So it's a code for $20 off.
Yeah. $20 code for anything but Nick packs.
All right. So what are we doing?
Strawberry shortcake.
We're just waiting for John. And the same with this one. All you need to do is send me your screen name, real name, and that you want Spyglass, and I will send you the code. You don't have to tell me what you pick or anything like that, because I'm not the one fulfilling the order. John is piffing, so then it goes to Joanne.
So 1 liter could be 129. Damn.
Wow.
Man, Mike is killing it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tiger, that's you can thank the FDA for that.
Yeah, nothing can be completely free anymore. Just as close as we can get.
So anyway, you only showed one cat. Where's my buddy?
That is right,
Pumpkin?
Joanne. I do remember that. Oh, guess what? Spyglass won. Yay!
Hey, Jimmy,
Vaping Underground is next.
bring
Jazzy.
Pumpkin with you. Jay
Jazzy
wants to see
Jag.
Pumpkin.
It's okay. It's okay. Nobody needs to feel bad if it's not a good time.
Jane wants to see Pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Jazzy, it made its way to you, dear. Yes. Would you like a Spyglass code for $20 off anything on their site except for nicotine packs? No, she didn't have a problem with the code. She just had some issues of late that have nothing to do with it. Wasn't a good time.
Of course, Jazzy would like the code.
Hey, Jay,
Yes,
here comes your friend Pumpkin.
Uh-oh.
this is the coolest cat in the world, right there.
Hi, baby girl.
If I owned a cat, I'd want it to be like that one.
Michael Moore is next on my list.
You can't even see her because she's black. Come here. Come here.
Hi, kitty.
Hi, baby girl.
Now, what I find ironic is Gizmo is rather large for a cat, but yet Pumpkin eats all his damn food.
Every day she runs, though. She's not a snuggly cat all the time. Come here, baby.
Thanks for dropping by, T-Bolt.
Okay, Michael is piffing, so it would go to Vape King.
Tiger's a him, by the way.
I know. I don't know why I think tigers are her. And I do know why, because I know
Oh.
a tiger.
I'm sorry, Joanne.
Aw,
I forgot about that.
Joanne just went through a very sad time with a kid.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
That's
That
never
was my
easy.
fault. I totally forgot about it.
Well, what are you gonna say? Don't
Hi,
bring the
Wendy.
cat on. Don't bring the cat on camera. Okay.
That stinks. That's like one of my big fears.
Ah.
You know,
with having
it's
super awesome cats.
growing up in the environment that I grew up in. We had what I would call disposable pets because my parents would get whatever, a cat or a dog, and they'd have it for a month or two and couldn't afford to feed it and then take it to the pound. So I never really got attached to animals and never could understand, like, people would call off work because their dog died, and I'd be like, are you kidding me? And now that we have the 2 dogs that we have, I can promise you that, God forbid the day anything happens to either one of those 2, I will bawl like a baby.
Yeah. They're like little humans, man. Like, when we go away, I have my mom, or sometimes Jay, if my mom can't make it, somebody comes over here twice a day and checks on them and plays with them and gives them food and stuff. Like, and our Pumpkin, the little black one that you just saw, she was like a rescue kitty also. Both of ours were, and she's really sick. She has to take, oh my gosh, high blood pressure medication, thyroid medication. She has to take potassium. She has to take Lasix. She's got heart problem, kidney problems, but she's awesome. So she goes to the vet all the time. But she's super happy, and she'll kick the other cat's ass, and he's twice her size, hands down. But yeah, that is like one big fear is losing those cats because they're so cool. So I am really sorry about your pet. That sucks.
Yeah, like I said, I could definitely see now owning these 2 dogs. Even when we had the ferrets, I got really attached to those, and when we lost those one by one as they got older, that it bothered me. But the dogs, yeah, I definitely. I will have to take bereavement time when it happens. Just letting you
You'll
guys
write a
know
doctor's
now.
note. Albie will write me a note.
I may have to take a day or two off. So,
You've exhausted your days off, Jay.
What's
Yeah,
that?
more days off for you.
I've
exhausted your days off.
for probably the next 2 years actually. So, Wendy,
Yes.
did we get everybody?
Yes, we we got Hunter first, and then a bunch of piffs, and then we got to Disturbed, and Joanne was trying to piff, and we got to a couple people, and I didn't get an answer, so I decided to tell Mike that I want to use the third code to buy Joanne a "I'm sorry about your cat" bottle.
Oh,
With the
well, that
third
is very
code.
nice of you.
So, all three of you, I just need screen name, real name that you want Spyglass. I will send you the code that is good till Tuesday for $20 off. Anything except for Nick Packs. Joanne, I need a regular email from you so I know Flavor Nick and your address so that I can send it to you or have Mike send it to you. But I'm going to get it for you. I know you piffed.
Piff is paying it forward, so if somebody's won it before, or they've tried it before, or this isn't a good time to get it, they'll piff it so that somebody else can get it.
No worries.
And that's why, even though Wendy is chronically not on time, she's still amazing.
Aww. I'm nice. I'm a nice
You can't have a
person.
BFF that sucks. No, you're awesome.
That's true.
Like, for
Aw.
real awesome. When I can't figure out Excel spreadsheets, like, if Mike from Spyglass thinks that he had it bad, like, I send spreadsheets to Wendy all the time. I'm like, can you add these? Because I can't figure it out. And she does
I'm like,
it,
give me
and she
1
never...
second.
Right,
And
and
I'll-
that's when you're, like, working and going to school, and life is crazy, plus you have Jay. Sorry, Jay. But...
Hey, I admit.
It does make things a little,
Hey, look,
complicated.
I am definitely the ninth kid. There's no doubt about it.
Right?
So,
Yeah. It's been a crazy 6 weeks, I'd say. And, yeah. But I'm still, I help when I can help. Anything you need, anytime. So.
No, you're awesome. We all know it. That's why you're going to Punta Cana, and I'm going to throw you in the ocean. Because you'll like it. I'm going to throw Jay in the ocean, too.
I'll like that. That'll be fun.
But the big difference is she's going to throw you in and watch you come out. She's going to throw me in and walk away.
Aw, that's not true. I'll get you one of those, like a tube raft. And you can just kick your legs around
There
it
you
and
go.
learn how to swim.
It's got to have a duck on the front or some kind of like a dragon or,
Oh, don't you worry. It'll have something special.
dinosaur.
That's right.
Right.
know.
I'm going to wear it around my waist.
Yeah, with the little crotch thing, so he could sit in it.
Yep.
Getting him in it he'll have to get it on land.
I'm telling you,
and
I
then-
will somehow figure out how to get that thing flipped upside down, and it will be just my legs sticking
legs
out of
will
the
be up in
water.
the Oh, I can't wait.
It'll be like the Tom Brady raft, where it'll deflate itself
It'll
and
deflate.
then sink to Yeah. Sorry, it's a
Snap.
football show.
Oh, look at what Hubu said.
What?
Next vacation, he has to get Kellen to ambush
Oh.
you with a hug at the front desk.
You know what, Hulu? I was going to come on your show next week, but after I'm done.
Oh my God.
I think
So,
Hulu ambushed me in, what was it, Phoenix?
Phoenix, yeah.
He was the first one that found me?
Yep. Kellen said he wanted to come on tonight, but he didn't hit me up, so
Oh, it's because we did a tag contest in Giant Vapes where we tagged Kellen like 400
I saw
times.
that.
So I tagged him a couple times, and maybe he's angry.
So his phone's dead and doesn't work anymore.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh, you never went over any of the football contests or any of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I did not. Absolutely.
How about you guys do the football contest stuff? I'll get Jimmy some food because he's starving.
Actually, I
And-
did not pull the football contest.
Oh, you don't
stuff.
even have it ready.
No.
Wow, you're fired.
You
I
are
am fired. But I will put that up in the group tonight. All the winners.
Oh, you're gonna stay up late to do that, are you? When you gotta be up
No,
early?
it won't take long.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take all of 5 minutes.
Jay, I'm counting on you.
If you're late for work tomorrow, you are.
Oh, you're so
yeah.
screwed if you're
I want
late.
my beauty rest.
I will be there.
Mm,
Let me see.
I'll get you donuts. Get you all diabetes high.
Diabetes.
All right, let me see if I can pull them up while you guys are chatting.
Well, do you want me to
We're
do
not going to chat now. So what you vaping on?
what you?
That's how you tell new hosts that haven't broadcasted much, because that's when it gets quiet. That's what they go to. So what's everybody vaping on?
What are you vaping on?
What mod are
is
you
that?
using? Yeah.
You mean they
What
don't
are
tell
you?
about like their host's sexual preferences? They go,
No.
what are you
No.
vaping
You got to be pretty comfortable as a host before you do that.
Yeah, it depends on the host.
Or your
my
friend
God.
just ambushes you online, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Right, sorry.
Oh no. I didn't share. I meant to share that I got this book for Christmas from Leanne.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you should show everybody your book.
Yes, I did.
I think you should pick something out.
Yeah, pick out two of them. Show them how it works, because it's awesome.
So Leanne has this book at her office, at her workplace. I wish I had that kind of workplace. And every day she'll just randomly like say, "Jay, this is you," and like flip it open 3 different times, and he is those 3 things just by default.
I don't think I'm supposed to do that as a boss.
Some of these are probably quite offensive, and I apologize in advance because I don't even know what's going to come up here, but
Whore munch.
okay. I'm a whore munch.
We need 2 more.
Yep.
2 more. All right, let's see.
Clown gobbler.
Well, that could be
Pick a
worse.
good one.
Pick a
Go
good
with like
one.
the front on the left and the back on the right.
Front on the left. My left
Or the other
your
way
left.
around. It doesn't matter.
Your left
Just
or
do
my
one
left?
front, one back.
Okay, I'm doing a front and a back.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm a whore.
Aw, whore wanker. You gotta switch out whore. You already did whore.
Oh,
So
I
you get
can't
to be
be a whore
something
twice.
else.
There we go.
Beater.
There's a winner.
Yay.
I love this book. This is funny. I was going to take it to the
Great.
hospital and share it with my mother, but I thought she might have a stroke.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Oh, you know what I wanted to give away as part of the tradition of the Super Bowl show? You know all those wonderful flavors of e-liquid that we vape in the tailgate vape all season long? Like the popcorn and the beer and the Worcestershire sauce.
You should let me take the garlic bread and let Jimmy try that one.
And the pizza, and I don't know what the hell that is. There's actually a couple really tasty ones in here. Kettle corn.
The beer one was
There's
good.
There's like, okay, what's this? 5,
The-
10. There's like a dozen bottles, and we just opened them to taste them. You know, we didn't like. In fact, one of them's even still sealed. It was a bonus bottle or something. Somebody should win that. Oh, Pammy's pipping already. Josh legitimately won this one year, and we took it to him at Winston-Salem,
Yeah.
and he took the box home, and his wife made him take it out in like the garage because it smelled so bad. It had like chicken and waffles and
That's the one that had that
soy
nasty
sauce.
bacon.
Oh, it smelled so bad.
The garlic one, Jimmy, killed my Addy. I soaked the Addy 4 different times in vodka and still could not get the garlic out of it.
Yeah, I don't want to try that.
Yeah, it is,
So-
it is by far the worst vape I have ever experienced.
I will give all of these to someone. If you're
It should be the
chatting,
loser, not the winner.
well, you could look at it that way. I will ship it to a U.S. person.
Just do the explanation random
Oh, you want me to do that?
or
kind
winner.
Of random?
Yeah, do it that way. Yeah,
Is it winner or random?
it's winner.
Is it winner?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh, I hope
Albie's
Dark
like,
wins
lose
this
my
one.
address, lose my address.
We should just send it to Albie and make him vape them all.
We should send it to Albie. We should send it in that thing that he sent you.
Disturbed wins it. As much crap as that man gives me, I am so happy to send that to him.
And you know what, Disturbed? I might throw some goodies in there with it, just because I love ya.
I'm gonna put all kinds of Saint stickers and stuff on it.
I'm not even gonna let you pick it.
Disturbed is a 49ers fan, Jimmy. That's
What's wrong with that?
Absolutely. He's the perfect person for this.
Better than a Saints fan.
The only team that did worse than the 49ers this year was the Browns.
So, oh, you're welcome. I think I have an
So
extra.
what? The Saints have the
CD.
third pick then?
No, Saints have the 13th, I believe. They're a little further down the list.
Too funny.
Wendy's gonna put a Creed CD in there for you, Disturbed.
Maybe a Nickelback, you know. Jay just actually got me the new Alter Bridge, and I hope y'all love Alter Bridge too. He got this for me for a present. I haven't even played it yet in the car, but
So
I don't even know what that is.
it's stuff.
it's Creed's band with another singer.
Oh, I'm
Miles
sorry.
Kennedy?
I didn't mean I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. I'm just kidding.
It's,
Damn!
don't be all that overly impressed, Wendy. I got it for free. No, I'm just kidding.
somebody paid him to take it.
Really?
There was a whole bag
You really
of
are sleeping on the couch.
there were a whole bag of them laying on the sidewalk. Somebody was throwing out.
Oh my god. Well, it is midnight. I can't even thank you enough for sticking around almost the entire 3 hours. It was totally unexpected and super great.
Yay.
So,
Took a
thank
lot
you
of
very
alcohol.
much. To tolerate us that long right after spending the whole day with Jay, and you get to see his bright, shiny, happy face tomorrow in like 7 or 8 hours.
Jimmy won't be there for that.
I would be sleeping.
Well, you know, we could send him over to wake you up in the morning with some breakfast in bed or something, you know.
Uh-oh. Jay's bringing the sausage to bed. Look out.
Certain aspects of this job I will not do.
Draw the line.
You sleep with a pistol, Jay, so
That's you'll be safe. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Once again, we would like to thank Jimmy and Lan for being on tonight. You guys rock. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Love you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming. We should do this
I'm not
every.
gonna
We
tell
should
you
just.
that I love you.
We should just
This is
co-host the
creepy.
show together with all of us every week. This would be a blast.
Oh my god.
But again, don't forget that we have the code for Infamous that is good till tomorrow night. So take advantage of that.
Yep.
And what do you have, Wendy? Anything?
My face hurts from smiling so damn much, and I needed it really bad.
Wendy, what'd you cook for dinner?
London broil,
Oh,
Oh.
So
onions.
It was good.
Jimmy finished off the rest of the cauliflower casserole. He's kind of sad.
Oh,
I
that
could
was
use
so
some London
good.
broil.
Yeah.
You think
Maybe-
Debbie will bring us permanis next Friday?
Debbie was here last Friday.
She gonna be here next Friday.
No.
Not tomorrow.
Debbie's gonna bring me a large vanilla chai from Dunkin' Donuts.
I saw you
Last
try
week
not
she
to
came
yawn.
in with- She came in with Dunkin'. I was like, aww.
Oh my god.
You saw
Well,
me
if I
try
can-
not to yawn?
If I can take a hooky day soon for personal, reasons away from all the other things I have going on, I
Ooh,
would.
we can go for massages.
Oh,
Yes.
don't tempt me,
The
seriously.
Friday
I
after
love
next.
massages.
That was a
Friday
great
after
movie.
Next.
That was a great movie.
Oh, so
Friday
I
After
forgot
Next
about
it
that
is a good
before.
movie. I actually saw it.
We'll have to
If
see how
anybody
it
has
goes.
like any leftover Christmas cookies, the kind with the jelly in the middle,
Windsor Torts, whatever they're called.
man,
You should
I'd probably kill for those right now.
Oh my god.
you should get your mom to make those for Easter.
Yeah.
Your mom,
Easter cookies.
your mom will totally make them since you're the only
She
child.
won't make me those.
She will.
Your mom makes them.
I know, but tell her that you'll give her grandkids. She asks about that all the time. We're like, I can't give you grandkids because you didn't make me Windsor cookies. I'm not bringing kids into a world without Windsor cookies.
Oh my god. Ah.
All right, so thanks everybody for watching tonight, and hope you guys had fun. And do you have anything before we go, Wendy?
No, it just was a great show. Thank you.
Yay.
Great
Thanks for
audience.
having
too.
us. Have a good night,
Thanks
everybody.
for being on. All right, we will see you guys next Thursday.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
I will see you tomorrow morning.
I'm sleeping in.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just sleep in instead.
Go ahead, I got it.
Jake,
All right.
Crazy.
We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Night, guys.
Good night.